computer, dude.
Dean, we have the best listeners in the world.
Oh, 100%. Without a doubt.
I get in the studio, right, about 30 minutes early, and there's the whole conversation already going on. We haven't even gone live. I thought I was late. I was like, holy shit, there's a lot of people in this chat right now having the time of their lives. And it's such a beautiful thing to see.
I know, dude. It
Time
really
of
is.
their lives.
That's
I
what
knew
we
he
do,
couldn't
baby.
sit there in silence. I told you. I won that bet.
You hate to see it.
Are you an angel?
What?
An angel. I heard the deep space pilots talk about them. They're the most beautiful creatures in the universe.
Hello there. We are tonight's entertainment.
We would be honored if you would join us.
He's got a billion toys.
You brought in the doll collection.
These are not dolls, Jim. These are commodities. Same as gold or oil.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
You are now listening to the Collecting Weekly podcast.
This is the true form of lore gang right here. Very nice. YouTube.com/collectingweekly. Thank you very much. That's very cool. Big.
Hey guys, my name is Zach.
I'm Dean.
Oh, Mario.
Come on, guys.
He was
Wake up, fellas.
It was
Come
him.
on.
You just fucking get rid of him. Just get fucking rid of him.
Fucking,
honestly.
that's you.
Okay,
That was
it's not
you.
me. He started
guys
on the
fucking-
channel first. He says the name first. It's not the fucking day one. Fuck.
Jeez.
Welcome, guys, to
No,
Collecting
Zach
Weekly.
said
This
it was
is the
you.
show where our
Welcome
friends and I
to,
get together.
Welcome. Shut the hell up.
Jesus
Welcome
Christ.
to
This is
this
where we
week's
get a bunch of
episode.
peanut galleries here to...
Welcome to this week's episode of Collecting Weekly. It's a weekly podcast where my friends and I talk about the things that matter the most to us this week in collecting.
That's right. We want to take a second to thank our friends over at Water Scrubber and 1/6 Corner for sponsoring tonight's episode. Off to a good start.
Yeah, well, not the greatest start. Equan says, y'all starting off authentic. We got Equan, Joe P, Mark Pearson, Cuervo, brand new Patreon, Danny Lee, John Ortiz, Scott Bradley, Pablo Meza in the chat. We also have, we have Erwin, Ninja Squirrel, Alvin J, Trendy Tech, congratulations on sending 1,000 subs, Trendy Tech, Funky Cold Santa, Mark Adkins, Toy Mafia, Kasha Da Gemini, Mark
Cash the
Atkins.
Gemini.
Oh, I literally can't read. Alabama Wyatt. I've been under the weather for a whole week, guys, and I'm like a phoenix rising from the ashes. I'm here again. Dean,
Rising, but like slowly, like kind of crawling.
it's like when John has the camera and he does the real slow pan, something like that.
Yeah.
We have a great show, Dean. But before we get into it, let's kick it off with the world's favorite podcast segment.
Yeah, is everybody ready?
I'm.
Let's go.
It's new this week. Okay, that will be the last week I do that. Okay.
Yeah, please don't ever do that again.
That was good, Zach.
Thank you.
I applaud you for keeping that going so long.
Thank you,
okay,
bro. That's what I fucking
what'd you
do.
get new this week? So I've been on a dry spell. I did get another one of these, the collector series Nazgul Ring Wraith King, Witch King, 12-inch. Just in case I fuck up the other one, I did just secure a Vader body, Zach.
Shout out to Eric.
I spent way too much money on eBay buying a fucking Asmus Nazgul, but it's just like the box and the hands and the base. That shit was like way too fucking much because getting these hands to fit on a normal body is just not gonna work. So I bought the Asmus ones that will fit into normal pegs. I'm not sure what we're gonna do about the feet, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, that's about all I've got. So,
What about you, Mario?
Cool. Yeah, just picked up the Clone Wars wave of the recent vintage collection with these 4. We did a little bit of an unboxing yesterday, and yeah, just 4 more figures for the wall, man. So what was a bit disappointing is that Echo only comes 1 per case, but Darth Maul, freaking Dean's favorite, comes 3 per case.
What a waste.
I mean, what the hell, dude? So I'm glad I ordered a bunch of Echoes just in case, because I thought this shit might happen. But yeah, no, they look great, man. And the next pick, I have them on the wall, just showing off the. There they are, all the clones just together so far from the Clone Wars, man. They look great, along with the Jedi, man. So
beautiful.
Yeah,
like
I'm loving this display so far.
It's like a Van Gogh or something. I'm staring at it in awe and amazement. I love it.
I love it too.
I think
bro.
it looks great, bro.
It's awesome. Yep, good stuff. Good stuff.
What'd you get, John?
Yeah, we did some shopping on the weekend. Picked up a few Star Wars things. I think we're going Star Wars with the nursery, so we picked up a little quilt and
nice.
a bed sheet, crib sheet. So we're going like I think Mandalorian, old trilogy kind of mix up. We'll see what else I can find. And then I managed to find. I was talking to Danny about it. Managed to find another variant copy for that '89 Batman series.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Yeah, this one was tough to find, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
Why does Yoda have a porn stash?
It's not. It's a frog.
Oh, okay.
It's a frog he's eating.
No, on the left. Though.
No, on the left.
Yeah.
Like adult Yoda, not baby
He
Yoda.
looks like he's got a Fu Manchu.
Oh, on the
There you
left.
go.
I thought you meant Baby Yoda. No, I think that's just his chin wrinkles, no? His face
Could be,
wrinkles.
man. I don't know, but I can't unsee a nasty stash.
Jeez.
I think this is adorable.
I'll never be able to...
So who made this? You got this at like a store or someone made this for you? This is
No,
beautiful.
I picked this up at a store. Pottery Barn Kids.
Wow.
Both of them, yeah. They had them. We went to the
Both
mall
of
and they
them.
had them. So I was
I'm
stuck on the
excited for
theme.
you,
I didn't
man.
know if I wanted to do Batman or if I wanted to do Star Wars, and then I said I got to do Star Wars.
I think Baby Yoda's a great choice.
Yeah.
Eddie, did you get anything new this week?
Nope. My new this week is drier than California. So.
Wow.
So I was gonna say something else.
I had a great new this week. Now, we talked about it last night, but there was some tomfoolery involved. GameStop accidentally had these Miles Morales on a video game promotion during Memorial Day weekend. It was buy 3, get 2 free, and we bought 5 of them. So 3 we paid for, 2 we got for free. And we were able to split those between Dean, Sean Usby, Stephen Krett, and myself, and get them for $60, which is a hell of a price. And so I ended up keeping 2 of the Miles Morales for myself. And honestly, we always talk about it throughout the year, like, you know, figure of the year contenders and different scales and different, you know, just in general. To me, this has got to be a front runner for both best 1/12 figure of the year. And honestly, I think this is up there for figure of the year. I don't think it'll win, but I think this is one of the best things that I've opened in a while. And it's, Dean, I'm excited for you to get yours, so maybe you can back up my opinion. Yeah, I'm hoping you can back that opinion up, because this thing is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, dude,
what do you guys think about the unboxing?
I thought it was sick.
I have not gotten to see it.
I think it went really well.
You changed my mind. I know that I said in the chat that the legs were looking a bit wongos, and when I saw you messing with it, I definitely prefer the clothed look though. Like even in the cartoon, I liked it better that way. So
yeah. Hey man, do you have that option? You can switch it out, whatever you want. But these are great. This is a great figure, and you know, I think getting it for the BBTS price point, I don't know if it's worth it at that 140 price point, but getting it at GameStop for $90 is a great price, and then getting it for $60 is a even like better, unbelievable price. So definitely a much more improved figure than both of the Marvel Legends versions of Miles. And I think, honestly, this thing is like a Mafex killer. It's just so much better than the Mafex one.
Which is crazy, because Sentinel, I mean, at least to me, I'm not really familiar with Sentinel at all before this.
Yeah.
Like, if you told me to name a product they made, I honestly couldn't.
They do a lot of diecast stuff. Remember, we did that interview, the first ever interview with Kim from Geek Mail Toys, and he had that comic Hulkbuster.
Oh, yes.
That was Sentinel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was Sentinel.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, still, even then, I remember when that came out, I was like, I don't know who this is.
Yeah.
And apparently I didn't learn, because I didn't know that was who that was. So thank you for educating me. I'm super excited. I wanted to pick it up this week, but I was unable to. So I think I'm going to see it this weekend, and I'll snag that.
Hell yeah, baby. Enough with new this week. Let's get into the news, starting with the Back to the Future Retro Sapiens, Marty with Einstein. Now, we've talked at length about this figure and about the Mark III. And so we have a full segment later in the show where we're going to read some of your comments about these. So stay tuned for that. But let's stick to discussion about the release in general. What do you guys think about this release? Do you think the sculpt looks good? Do you think it's a good move to include Einstein and subtract the guitar? I think it is. Dean, what do you think, my guy?
Yeah, I think... I don't think the sculpt is... Because I've seen a comparison shot of the old one and the new one. And it looks like it's basically the exact same, but something about the original one looks better to me. Yeah. I don't know if maybe this one's a little softer. Maybe they're using the same mold and the mold is going out. I don't know. I just don't think it looks as good as the original release. Also, the inclusion of the dog and the subtraction of the guitar, I think, I could be wrong. I want to hear what John has to say. But I think it preserves the original one just a little bit more than a straight reissue. But yeah, I mean, people have been talking about this figure being reissued for as long as I've been collecting Hot Toys, which has only been like since 2016. Wow. So like the fact that we're seeing it now is actually kind of like, oh wow, like people fucking really wanted this thing. So I'm excited to see it come out.
Yeah, I mean, you make some good points, Dean. I still think the original one is superior, just because of the just like what you said, the paint apps on the newer one look a little bit softer. I think the hair is a little bit different, but to me the sculpt is fairly much identical. So we're gonna see the same thing with updated paint apps. Now, as far as whether or not it's worth the upgrade with the guitar, keep in mind the guitar was an exclusive, so not everybody got it. So as far as we're aware of, Einstein is just the I'm sure it's included for all of the as a standard package. So as far as preserving the original, I don't really think anyone has an argument there. Like I said, just because the guitar was considered an exclusive.
See, I didn't know that. There you go.
Yeah,
the professor taking us to school.
Hey man, well I've had the figure for a while. But yeah, no, I mean it's cool. It's cool that they brought this out again. Now we haven't seen this solicited here in the States yet, so who knows if it's really just an exclusive for overseas or not.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll find out.
That.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if that changes John's views a little bit also. But yeah, I mean it's all right. It's all right. But why Einstein? I mean he was part of the scene, but I think I would have liked to see Doc issued in the original radiation suit along with Einstein. I think that would have been like a deluxe set instead of saying Marty, you know, since we've already got this Marty before. So yeah. What are you ready? What do you think now?
I think I agree with Dean on the head sculpt. I think the original head sculpt looks better. Something looks a little off about the new one. It looks like wider, like they tried to make the hair fluffier or thick, and it doesn't look good. But as far as the Einstein, I like the Einstein a lot. I think it's cooler than the guitar. Does he use the guitar when he's not? He does, right? He plays it in the garage or something. I don't remember the original movie. I just remember
on the edition in front of Huey Lewis in the news.
Oh,
he plays,
okay.
Power of Love.
Because I just remember him playing on stage. It's been a while since I've seen it, so I was gonna say if I had the guitar, I'd want him in the prom tux or whatever. But
yeah,
I like the inclusion of Einstein. I like the reissue, but I'm new to collecting the whole not having a chance to get it and paying higher prices kind of sucks for people like me. So I appreciate having things like this remastered and re-released with different things included to maybe preserve or non-preserve whatever you feel about the original. But I'm for it. I do wish that they did the prom night suit. I would have preferred that, but that's just because I like that scene a lot in the movie. So I don't know if everybody would have been like that. And I think Mario's right too. It would have been cool to see the radioactive suit or whatever for Doc. That would have been cool. But yeah, what, John? Let's hear it, man.
Let's hear it.
I've already gone into so much. That evening we did the Iron Man video. I've already let all my emotions pour out. It's whatever.
It was a passionate stream.
It was a very passionate stream. I'm not happy with this release. I think it's ridiculous. The only way it's retaining the integrity of the original release is because the portrait's worse, and I think Einstein's ridiculous. Just a molded dog like that. I don't know. You guys were saying you would have liked to see a different accessory. What else can you include besides Einstein for this figure?
That's the thing.
That's the thing, right? I still say if they were going to do this properly, in my opinion, they could have done the prom suit and then had this set, the head sculpt and the outfit, like they did for the Michael Jackson figure that they did the Thriller version. That would have held some integrity for the original release. A 2-pack with Doc in the radiation suit, that would have been amazing as well. This is a joke. To come up with a reissue and still give us a portrait that's worse than the original. What do you say to that?
I got 3 things for you, John. One, obviously, a lot of people think there could be some lens distortion going on with the new portrait.
I'm sure.
If it is better, I think, does that make it a little better for you?
I can only speak to what I'm seeing in front of me now.
Because it's about a 50-50 split. A lot of people think the original's better, and then there's a pretty large crowd that think this one's better.
No, I think this release. I think this release is an atrocious release. To just come up with a straight like a reissue like this, and people are gonna go, well, it's not a straight reissue because you don't get the guitar. I don't care. This is a reissue. This is a reissue. In my eyes, this is a reissue, and that's
second point.
Yeah.
If this stays limited to Toy Sapiens, which is a very small market, a very exclusive figure, does that make it better in your opinion?
I don't think it makes it better in my opinion.
Okay.
And the reason I say that is because I think that I'm not going to say the true collector, but I think a lot of collectors are going to be after the more rare piece. Everybody's going to want that Einstein.
Interesting.
Everybody's going to want. I want that Einstein. I'll be honest.
Wow. John, if I see that fucking Einstein in your collection, you will never hear the end of it from me.
But this was such a bad release. Oh my god.
John, what if this was released as a twin pack with Doc in the radiation suit? Would you still have a problem with it then?
Yeah. No. If you did
this
as
not so much.
If you did this as a 2-pack, held back the accessories, gave Doc more accessories, held back the accessories on this one, just give him the basic accessories, that would have been fine. I think that would have been fine.
I have one question for the panel. We're welcoming also Leal to the chat. Welcome, my guy.
What's going on?
Oh, Leal's here. What's up, bro?
Hey, what's going on?
I've seen, John, you mentioned this, and I've seen a few people mention this as well. I don't think, personally, I would want to see a rooted Einstein. I think sculpted doesn't look great, but I don't think a rooted one would look that much better. I think it would look pretty terrible. I've seen the way people futz their stuff. I think this is definitely the way to go. Leal, what do you think about this reissue?
See, I never really, I didn't have the original. I'm a fan of the movie, but not enough for me to actually get the figure to have it in hand. I mean, the thing is, seeing it, like, I can physically see the difference from the original to this one. Again, it's like I said, I mean, it's a reissue. I don't know why, I mean, Hot Toys, they do what they do. If you're going to give us a reissue, like I said, I mean, if you're going to go down that road, look at some of the other figures as well, or even with that, like I said, I mean, you can do reissues, but at the same time, don't forget some of the ones that we're still waiting on that we haven't received. You know what I mean? So I don't have a problem, like, for say too much that they're doing the reissues. I mean, you can do that, but at the same time, do the reissues, but then release some of the figures that we're still waiting on, that we've been waiting on for the longest time. That have exceeded their release date. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, is there a push for like a re-release, or I mean, is there like a 4K version of the original movie coming out or something? Like, what are they doing? Like, what is? I guess I'm just trying to justify what the re-release is for. but I'm pretty sure that they have an idea what they're doing it for. But I mean,
it's funny that you say
just,
that.
You know, I don't
it's
know.
funny that you say that because Playmobil just did a few months ago a licensed DeLorean and like different play sets with Marty and Doc. But also there's that company, I'm forgetting what they're called, but the one where you do like the monthly subscription, they send you like a little package for a model kit and you can assemble. I believe they just announced a DeLorean a few months ago as well.
And
so I think
the 4K steelbooks were the box sets just came out the beginning of this year, right? Or
yeah, so maybe it's like that thing where we notice like companies will all get in and start tackling a license pretty heavily.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's an interesting point. Let me read some of these comments.
Get some of the comments because I have a comment I want to talk about.
Doc says, I've seen a lot of companies coming out with new Back to the Future merch this year.
Okay.
Mark says Einstein looks pretty bad and not Michael Jackson bad, but really bad. OG fan says, if I wanted rare, I wouldn't be buying toys from China. Well, these are
that's
premium.
Yeah, that's a
Cuervo says, if someone gave John the Einstein, does that let him off the hook? Absolutely not. Let's see what else we got here. Ninja Squirrel wants to know when Mark's next podcast is. It's coming very soon. We'll talk about
Dude,
that.
I was thinking the same thing.
Let's see. We have Scott saying, could give him a swap out prom suit or radiation suit. Single songwriter says Kit Bash looks like young Martin Sheen from the Apocalypse Now to me. Erwin says if you're in it for value, this will make the first release much sought after and higher in value, but it is a good option for those who missed it. Scott says the guitar in the garage is a different one. Danny says I like his life preserver. What a guy. Lots of great comments here. Erwin says original release was much better. Einstein is a good addition and it doesn't take away any value to the original release. So perhaps there could be value conserved there. John, you said you wanted to reply to a comment. Tell me what you got.
If the item is not sold as a limited or a part of a numbered set, then you can't be mad about reissues. That just doesn't
John
make sense to me.
can be mad about anything.
Exactly. Number one. Number two, like, I'm not saying like I'd be all for numbering Hot Toys. I'm not saying to go ahead and number them. That'd be a stretch. But if you make a 10,000, 8,000, 2,500 production run, when that production run ends, quit the release. That's it. Goodbye. Adios.
Well, they did. But
No.
they remade a new head sculpt and a dog.
Well, come on.
John, there's a fundamental difference.
No.
I need you to understand this between a reissue
I don't
and a
agree with
remake,
that. So you can say that. That's fine. I just don't agree with it. I don't agree with the way you're explaining it. I just don't.
Why?
It's a reissue.
So you're saying once a character / outfit is made, that shit is in your opinion that shit should be unlocked.
That's
forever.
Done.
I don't agree with you.
Well, you don't
For
have
the
to.
rest of time?
Well, for the rest of time, when I'm gone, then you can do it.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
The truth comes out.
There we go.
Hey, John, hold on real quick before we get to this. John, didn't you mention before that on the older boxes or Hot Toys retro unboxing that you notice that it says limited edition figure or something like that on the box?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, I was looking at the box right here, and it said nothing of the sort.
I didn't say that this one said
figure.
it.
No.
Yeah.
I'm just what I'm trying to say is they probably had that mentality back when with these older figures.
Of course.
And it looks like things are just changing now. For them to get rid of that money, bro.
Why?
That's it. Just money.
Well, if you're a company, you want to make money, my guy.
And that's all it is, dude.
Yeah, and if people are spending $1,000 on Marty, fuck, they're
So
gonna
then you got to
pay.
understand my state of mind because I started collecting back when they were limited, right? So everybody, all these people that say, it's not limited, it's not numbered, that's because they're, I'm just assuming, they're getting into the industry and the market relatively new. Back in the day, they were. You came out with a figure, that's why you don't see no Blade figures, King Leonidas being remade, all those original ones, you don't see them being remade, because it states limited edition, regardless. It's like beating a dead horse.
There's probably not the demand there for those particular IPs, though, bro.
Whatever. I don't agree with it, and that's just that's my collecting, my mentality, and
and
how I look at it.
We'll get into it later. We just dipped a toe right now. We'll go right into the pool later. Up next, the Scout Trooper and Speeder Bike. Thank God, now we finally got an original trilogy figure, so Mario and the other old heads can stop complaining. My goodness. This one's 5/05, releasing July to September 2022. Interesting things that I noticed. a lot of people are complaining about this price, right? It is, I believe, $50 more than the Mandalorian release. But if you look at that price, it's still cheaper than the price of Sideshow buying the speeder bike and the Scout Trooper together. I'm not justifying the price increase. Obviously, COVID, shipping costs going up, delays, etc. I'm sure there's probably some justification there for that increase. But keep in mind also that the speeder bike and Scout Trooper came out many, many years ago. So with inflation, these would be much more expensive. So I don't think this price is too bad. You also have to keep in mind this price is also Sideshow's retail price. It isn't actually reflective of the true Hot Toys price. And I believe this is much higher than the typical markup that Sideshow does do. So I wouldn't put too much blame on Hot Toys for that price increase. But yeah, I mean, this looks great. We'll talk about the Scout Trooper specifically here in a bit. But Dean, what do you think about this 2-pack?
Oh my God, dude, it's beautiful, stunning. You know me, I'm a sucker for OT stuff. So, I mean, I did like the Mandalorian one, but it's like that's not the color I like. That's not. It's like the armor's all disheveled. It's like this is the look I want, right? So to me, this is like perfect. The little diorama base is cute. It's whatever. Because the only one we've gone before was an actual Sideshow, right?
Well, there was this one. Then there was like the Kenner one from the 90s, and then there was the Hasbro 1/6 scale one. But in terms of hot, no, I'm talking about a full 1/6 scale one. Okay, whatever. No, this was not an Empire of the Force. This was like, at any rate, it was one of these like cheap 12-inch figure lines.
Yeah.
But
Power of the Force.
No. This was a different line. It was a recent one. It was from like 2 or 3 years ago, but it was real shitty. In terms of high end, this is the only other high end one we've got other than the Mando one.
Okay. Yeah. I'm glad that Hot Toys is finally stepping up and doing their own version of it. Also, you love to see vehicles, right? I mean, they're dipping the toe. It's like, hey, this 1/6 speeder bike did good. Maybe we'll do I don't know, anything else. So
I'd be surprised.
How many bikes is that now in the past couple months, too?
The Stat bike, I guess if you could call it a bike.
3 then.
Yeah.
The Mando, the Stab, and then this.
Yeah, the Bloodfin 2.
Bloodfin 2.
4 bikes, baby.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, shit. So fucking, I'm excited to see what's next. But that being said, focusing on this, it's fucking fantastic. I'm sure there's somebody out there that knows Return of the Jedi a little better than me that's probably like, oh, this is wrong or this isn't correct. But from where I'm sitting, to me, I think this looks fucking amazing.
Yeah, Danny pointed out some of the differences between the actual Return of the Jedi Scout suit along with the Mandalorian suit.
Right.
And yeah, there are subtle differences here and there. But dude, I am so glad that we're getting some freaking OT love finally. I mean, it has been a minute. I can't remember. Shit, what was the last OT figure that we got?
Luke.
I mean, outside
Leia?
Luke in the
Lando,
in the snow speeder suit.
Lando.
Well, no, okay, yeah, you're right. But no, look, this is a great release. This is an easy release considering that they already have the Mandalorian version. Just tweaked up the figure just a little bit, a simple repaint, and look, it looks great. I really like the Mandalorian one. I have that set with the bike. I'm gonna go ahead and get this one as well. And yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just pick up a Scout by itself also, man, just for the display. But no, I love it. It's gonna look great with the Endor Luke and the Endor Leia Wicket. It's gonna be a nice little display that's going on there. So I am looking forward to it, and I am one happy Star Wars collector right now. So
real quick, last Hot Toys was MMS 588 Lando 40th Anniversary Edition.
Yeah.
John, what do you think?
I think these look awesome. I do think the price is a little steep. I won't lie, because by the time it gets to me overseas and everything, it's quite up there. I'm just glad I was on the fence of ordering the Mando one, and I think I'm going to pass on that and jump into this one. I think I'd pick up this 2-pack and then a Scout on the side. I think it's absolutely amazing. The base, everything. It's and like you guys said, it's perfect for the Endor. Do you guys think they're going to revisit that Endor line?
I think it's
perhaps.
Yeah.
Nah. Mm-mm.
You don't think so?
I don't see it happening. Not anytime soon. I think
They're too
eventually
recent.
probably for the 40th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe for the 40th anniversary in a couple of years, but I don't think now.
No.
We'll
Even
see.
considering Luke was in one of the snapshots. One of the
Probably not. I mean, they literally just
wasn't
recently.
a long time ago. Wasn't Luke on this speeder one of the rumored
I
re-releases?
think that was the Sideshow one with their Sideshow version. I could be wrong. I don't know that we've ever seen the Hot Toy speeder in brown.
No, but Luke with this new version of the speeder. That was a rumor a while ago.
Oh, is that how they kind of
I don't recall
leaked
that.
the picture?
I could be wrong.
I think it's
Could have been shown off at a con or something like that.
Probably.
I think I remember something like that. But I don't
Duck
know.
Collector says, "Is this the same price as Mando? This is $50 more expensive." Leon, what do you think about this, my guy?
I mean, I mean, as an OG fan, of Return of the Jedi, I don't place it as high as I do Empire. That'll never happen. But you know what I mean. As an OG fan of Return of the Jedi, it's nice to see this. Definitely. Now it does come with like a bit of disgrunt, considering the simple fact that I just got the Mandalorian version, and I live and stick and breathe with the rule of two. I have to recreate certain scenes. So for me, I actually do have both, or two. Well, I got another one of the Mandalorian version is actually coming. But seeing this right here, the detail, the quality, and if you look at, if you compare, and I did, like I was just looking at it side by side with the Sideshow version, there are noticeable differences in the bike, and just mainly. You can see, like, even with the paint application between both. This one looks way more weathered, way more. It's crazy because it's crazy to say something like this. Polished weathering, and what I mean by that is it's spot on to what you actually see from film. It didn't look plastic. It didn't look shiny. It didn't look like, it looks a bit more sturdier. And if you actually have the Mandalorian version, it is sturdy. Like, and what I love about it, and this is. If for anyone who has the Mandalorian version of the speeder bike, and I said this even in my review video, it already damn near comes already complete. The only thing that you're putting on is like just the handlebars themselves. You know what I mean? You're not putting anything else on other than that, and maybe attaching the bag to the back and the magnets at the bottom of the ignition. Yeah. That's it. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't the trouble I went through putting that Sideshow speeder bike. I damn near wanted to throw that fucker against the wall, but like literally. But like this, if they do it the same way they did with the other version, it's going to be great. With the Scout, the color palette and everything is detailed. The only thing that they got completely wrong on this figure is they're still showing the separation in the helmet. I'm guessing that they're going to get that right, but it is still that separation that in between that we seen, and it was done in the Mandalorian because I forget this. Jason Sudeikis, his head was too big for it, so they couldn't shut it. So they had to actually, his head was way too big, so they can only. That's why you saw that gap in between the helmet. But in there, you don't see that, too much in the film. So I'm hoping that they kind of fix that up. I mean, I'm guessing that they will. But either way, come on. This is OG, bro. This is Return of the Jedi. This is Star Wars. They're showing us some love. I will have 2 of these motherfuckers, but it's just the simple fact that I will. And it's just kind of because I'm just a sucker for recreating scenes. So it is something that I'm going to have to do. But, I mean, this piece looks fabulous. It looks incredible. It looks spot on. If you're opening, like I said, I was talking about this on Justin's show. If you're opening this door, then open it wide and bring everybody else through as well. Give us Bespin Han. Give us Bespin Luke. Give us, Return of the Jedi Han. Give us basically all these figures from these IPs because they will sell. I mean, now it may not sell over there in that market, but they can make money over here. I mean, because people will basically buy it. So I don't know. I mean, in my opinion, if you're doing that, you might as well flood the gates with it. And like you're right, I don't think that once the 40th anniversary of Return comes around, we'll probably see more. But right now, I'm thinking about Empire. I'm thinking about Lando. And if you give me Lando, you damn well better give me Lobot. You got to give it to me. You have to give it to me. You know what I mean? So, we'll see. But otherwise, I mean, other than that, like I said, I like this piece, man. Like, I mean, I'm happy. I mean, and I'm a sucker for Star Wars, so of course it's like it's not something that you could pass up. Am I gonna pre-order it right away right now? Hell no. I'm not doing it. I'm not waiting till I'll wait till closer to the time, you know what I mean, to do it. But yeah, I mean, I can't wait. I mean, is it worth? I mean, look with all these figures and everything that they're releasing right now. You already know the date and when they're going to actually release them. And then on top of that, it's a possibility it might be pushed. Do you have to jump and pre-order it right now? I don't think so. You can wait closer to the date, if you're patient enough. You know what I mean? Just do it that way. But other than that, like, I mean, this right here makes me happy. It really does. It makes me, and it makes me happy specifically for one reason as well, is because this wasn't the only thing that we actually seen at the con. We seen other figures, and I didn't really, honestly, because I talked about this, I was like, the chances of seeing something like this, I don't know. But again, they did it, and it made sense because they just, with the Mando version, you know what I mean, it makes perfectly good sense. But if you're going to give us this, give us everything else you promised us, man. And also everything I saw on that table, from it's, come on, man, from Cad Bane, come on, man, like, give it these characters. You can do it. You're showing us that you can do it, so you might as well just open up that door and give it to us, man.
John?
I went already.
Oh, I'm sorry. Eddie?
That's okay.
Whoever has to go.
Do you guys know for sure if it comes with the exact same accessories as the Mando one, other than Grogu?
This one has the sniper rifle.
Yeah, this one just has
the sniper
rifle, the pistol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the base is a little bit, is pretty similar too, isn't it? Or if not the same?
Well, to the sideshow version?
No, to the Mandalorian version.
Oh, well, actually, the base is different. Like the base is because the Mandalorian version it doesn't have the foliage and it's a bit darker. You know what I mean? But yeah, this right here, yeah, I'm good with this.
Yeah, I don't know if it's. That's kind of like subjective, the $500 thing. I personally, I like if you're gonna get two of them. Jeez, man, $1,000 for two hot toys.
Well, hey. I did not say I was getting these motherfuckers from Sideshow.
Well, that's true. Yeah, I mean, you got a point. You got a strong point there. I definitely would go that route.
Buying two.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. Them some bitches kicked me out the group. So yeah.
You're right.
That's a subject for another story. I mean, another time. But
if you want to get into the drama, I'll let you.
Yeah.
That's exactly. I think that's the only way to go with these. But other than like that price issue, like Zach said it. We want to see OT. I don't even have any OT stuff because I'm a noob collector and I didn't want to go back and try and spend all those crazy prices for everything. So I was like, if I'm not going to get any OT stuff, might as well just not get nothing, not worry about it. But I think it's really cool. People that got the Mando one, I mean, you should have saw this coming. I feel like I don't want to be a dick, but I feel like you should have saw it coming. So like, if you wanted this over that, should have waited. But I think it's awesome. I think it's really cool. I hope we see more. I want to bring this question up, and I don't want it to sound like a hating thing, but it kind of does. So
yes,
this is a repaint. This is a fucking repaint. And I know we're like, oh yeah, yes, they're doing OT. Like, well, yeah, of course they're doing this OT because it's a repaint. It makes money.
Yeah, it's an easy release.
Oh yeah,
so
it's easy, definitely easy release.
So like. It's like
and they charge you an extra
OT
50.
with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how you guys feel about that, but like, Padme,
I mean, that's how I felt about the Tusken Raider.
Padme, let's see some shit.
The Mando Tusken Raider is like, I mean, you could kind of say it's an OT. Like, I mean, it's not like every single one of them had a ton of screen time, and you could futz that into multiple collections. But I mean, you're not wrong. I think adding the sniper rifle definitely helps. But almost, I feel like the sniper rifle almost makes this to me feel more like a Battlefront release. Because I don't believe that we ever saw the sniper in Return of the Jedi in deleted scenes or in the movie.
You didn't.
You didn't. So that's a thing. One thing that's also interesting to me, they showed, like John mentioned, Luke in some of the photos. But at the time of this recording, the speeder's not available separately. So I do hope eventually they make that option available separately, because, I mean, you got to think people are going to have Andor Luke, Andor Leia, and they might want to make a diorama set and not have to buy an extra $200 trooper on top of it. I think that would be a smart move down the line. Speaking of the Scout Trooper, they also do have it as a solo release, 230 releasing July to September 2022. Here are some photos comparing the Mandalorian version on the left with the Endor version on the right. Lots of kind of minor futzing differences. The stomach ab area, that fabric is pulled up much higher. The knee pads are the right way up now. Obviously much less weathering. You guys mentioned the pistol's different. Is that accurate? A few times I've seen people mention the pistol in the groups. What's the deal with that?
I thought it was the same.
That's what I thought. Someone mentioned the pistol earlier, and I've seen a few people in the group say the pistol was different, but I have no idea what they mean by that.
I just want to mention, I seeing these side by side, of course I do like the OT, but I can appreciate the work that Hot Toys did in the distress job and how they made it look so different. That weathering look, because they were in the sand and this and that, like they did with the Remnant Trooper. I can appreciate that big time, looking at them side by side.
Danny says there are two pistols. Dean, do you have anything to mention about these side-by-sides or just the solo release in general?
Not anything you guys haven't covered. I still think it looks really good. Dude, that sniper rifle, I kind of want to just buy one on its own just to have it.
The sniper rifle is cool.
You are correct, though. Like, we never saw them with that gun, so to include it is kind of weird. I mean, I guess it's just more bang for your buck. No pun intended, but...
They did that with the deluxe second release Luke, where they gave you that deleted scene outfit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they've given us things that we know exist but aren't shown. And there's been a few times with other characters they've given us stuff. I believe... I haven't seen the end of... Bad Batch, but I think a lot of the Echo accessories we never saw in that season.
No.
So
No.
Okay, that's what I thought.
For that.
Yeah.
Even though we're going to get a season 2, but I mean, even still, like, we didn't see half that stuff, and even unless they're going to decide to possibly, I guess, with the 40th anniversary, once that comes around. Unless there might have been like, some clips that were on the cutting room floor that they're going to actually include in that one to kind of show something different. Don't know. Maybe they just, I don't know. Hot Toys, I guess they, know something we don't know. I'm guessing.
Yeah. One thing that was interesting, Equan sent us this, but Sideshow was texting him to pre-order the figure. I've gotten emails before, but I don't think I've ever gotten a text from Sideshow. So I thought that was...
put my boy's number on the screen there?
No, that's not Equan's number.
Oh, that's Sideshow. I was
Sideshow
like, God damn, dude.
No, I would never.
What do you think we are here?
I would never.
Yeah, everybody call.
I thought that was... I just thought that was so interesting. If I got a text from Sideshow, that... I don't know. I feel like this crossing...
They know better than to text my ass.
Yeah.
Because he will send them a picture of his ass.
Yeah.
Quite literally.
Hot Toys Mark III construction reissue. This one has not gone up for pre-order yet. But this, we had a little video that we talked about. It was supposed to be just 5, 10, 15 minute quick thoughts video. It ended up being a full hour, very passionate discussion. And like I said, we'll read some of those comments from that video. Some great interaction from the listeners. This to me is such a wasted release. Like I understand that it's a cool thing. It's a piece that doesn't sell well in the secondary market. Like when I see it go up in the groups, it just sits there. This was the first time in a long time I've seen a release where I kind of get that argument that people say all the time. Is like, well, they made this but didn't do this, or they're teasing this but haven't finished this. I really felt the plight of those collectors that are upset by things like this. No one's asking for this. It's totally out of left field. Makes absolutely no sense to me. Dean, do you feel the same way, or is this something that you think has a purpose?
Like you said, no one's asking for this. I haven't seen... I mean, even when this came out, I don't remember... or I guess maybe I wasn't collecting then. But even like as I started collecting, I'm like, oh, what do I want to get? What do I want to add to my collection? This was never on that list, ever. Now it's cool for a diorama base, I guess. Like if you're a real Iron Man fan, you know. Like I have the workbench Tony, and I don't use half the shit that comes in that box. My displays are for figures. I don't do diorama stuff, but I know that there are people who do. So, but it's such a small number of people that, like, yeah, it's like, why are you coming out with this? Why are you spending resources on this instead of, I don't know, how about Rex? That was supposed to have come out months ago already.
Seriously, man.
Or Ahsoka. Or how about, I don't know, the other fucking 60 figures you have on pre-order?
Yeah.
The It, baby. I stand corrected. We literally checked this right before we went on there. Me and Mario were going through the site, making sure, the speeder bike wasn't solo listed and other things. They just put this up right now. It's $195, releasing July to September 2022. So I do stand corrected on that.
Yeah, it's. I have nothing good to say about it. That being said, it's so inoffensive. It's like, okay, I guess, like, it's annoying that they're not making other shit, faster. But I mean, it's whatever.
There was a time when I would have been really excited for this announcement, because Mark III is my favorite suit. I wanted a Hall of Armor. Now my collection is changing, and I'm getting into other stuff and statues and stuff. So now I'm like, I still think it's really cool. I can see the coolness behind it. I'm guessing the tech suit, this is coming out because of that. Like, people are getting a chance to get that version of Tony, and they can add this to that, and I'm guessing that's why. And they need, look, they're always going to do Iron Man shit. They're never going to stop doing that. This is just a different thing, like they're just giving you another Iron Man thing. They got to sprinkle it in throughout the year, even if there is no Iron Man. There could be nothing going on with Iron Man. They're going to give us Iron Man because that's their Coca-Cola, like that's what it is. Yeah, so I understand it. I don't know if I'll get it or not. I don't really have any Iron Man Hot Toys anymore. I always wanted the Hall of Armor. I always did, but I don't know. We'll see. But I still like. I don't know. I don't hate on it. I like it. What do you
hate
think,
on it? It's another reissue, guys. 2 reissues in one show. It's like, wow, we're really getting places. This Hot Toys
one
really
reissue, one remake.
Sure. Whatever helps you sleep at night. This is coming out because of the their reissue of the mech tests. Tony,
the shipping General Grievous single songwriter. Sorry, I'm excited because that means mine's coming soon.
Nice, congrats, man.
Go ahead, John.
Yeah, so this is this is coming out with mech tests, Tony, right? So that you can do the whole kind of look of the workshop, this and that. Look, if you missed out on it, congrats. $195. I think it's fairly priced. What do you get from Hot Toys for $195 nowadays? Half Iron
Baby
Man,
Grogu.
But I don't think it's diecast. Not for $195. I don't think there's any diecast parts from what I can see here. We'll see. But yeah, it's whatever. The light up features look cool. If you're gonna kind of create the whole diorama, I guess everything together will look great. I'm not picking it up though because I can't support reissues, right? I'd be a hypocrite and
It'd be ironic.
Yeah, can't do that. But Leal, how many of these are you ordering?
None. Not a damn. Not one. I mean, it's not that I'm hating on it. I just don't need it. You know what I mean? There's no need for me. But I'm to the point where I expect it when it comes to basically Iron Man or any figure from Iron Man. Like I expect the simple fact that they're going to give us something at least twice a year, 3 times. Not even twice a year. Like a couple times. The ones that I've wanted. I have on order already, so I just leave it at that. There's nothing else that I really need from this line, and I just look at it like, you know what I mean. They're going to milk. I think they still have like the IP. They basically still have the rights to what Robert Downey Jr.'s head sculpt. So
Yeah.
they're gonna milk that until the wheels fall off. You know what I mean? They're gonna continue to do something like that. So it's to be expected. But you're right. It's like, okay, you're giving us this, but you do have some releases or things that we've paid for that we still don't have in hand. Like, what's going on with that? Like, when are we gonna get these figures? But to the point, I always expect that we're gonna. If they put it this way, if there's a release of a new figure or a new announcement, there's gonna always be a re-release of an Iron Man to follow. Like, that's just the way I see it. So I don't really give it that energy because I can really care less because it's not something for me. If I don't want to buy it, I'm just not going to buy it. I'm going to focus on the things that I really, really want. But it's definitely not something that I'm going to actually need at all, nor do I even have a desire for it. So, I mean, that's it.
Just Leo, can you bring your gain up just a bit on your mic? It's a little too quiet. John, what were you saying? I know you wanted to sneak in a question.
I think I just pushed because I pushed the mic away. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just a quick question before we. This isn't a figure. This isn't a release where we're getting any extra accessories, anything like that. It's a light up feature. He's hanging there. You see what you see is what you get. If you own the original, how would you feel of this coming out? Just a quick thought.
I mean,
the chat.
You already had a figure that wasn't very valuable. It's not like this took a $1,000 figure and then made it worthless. I mean, this took like a $200 figure and made it worth.
I think you're one of the I'm guessing, pretty good guess, but I think you're the only one in this panel, John, that cares about like the collectability of something.
I would say that I certainly care, that the things that I buy maintain most, if not all, of their value. But I think John is like I think I'm kind of like closer to the middle. I think John's really, really on one side of that argument.
If I love something and like the figure is holding up, like it's not falling apart and shit, like I don't care if it's reissued.
Wow.
Oh boy, that blood pressure's starting. Eddie, what do you think?
No, I like it. I was gonna say, I don't know if we pulled up Songwriter's comment on the diorama series thing. That's a good point because they showed that diorama series at their last Sideshow Con thing. So now they're really. When this was originally released, was it under a diorama series though? That's kind of annoying. Is like, oh, here's the diorama series, and then it was.
Yeah, this is a literal straight reissue. Like everything about this.
But did it said in the original release diorama series?
I believe so. I believe the Hall of Armors were diorama series as well.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like they're doing it because they showed that Mando thing at Sideshow Con.
Yeah, Doc says this is DS003. So this is the third in that series. Let's look at this. Infamous Shadow Void is coming out. Now, we talked about Ebony Maw I think it was last week. And we were curious if they were going to make the rest of the Black Order. And they're continuing on. I think the price point is great, $165. You can't beat that. Coming out in a few months, Q4 2021, you can't beat that. They also threw everyone a bone. They did a very limited second batch for those that missed on Ebony Maw. I think that's a little bit of a misstep. I think you want to kind of reward those loyal customers that bought in on the first round. But I think this is great. I think this kind of shoehorns them into making the full Black Order. But the quality looks really good. I know we talked about this on Layout's stream, and there was some potential inaccuracies in the outfit that were brought up. But I think at this price point, I mean, $165. It's like for $165, if you can look at the shelf and say, "Hey, that's that character," I think that passes the smell test. And for me, this looks as good as I would expect for $165. What do you think, Dean?
Dude, anything that's close to the $150 price point, I think is a fucking no-brainer. Especially with how good these figures are getting from companies that have no business doing as good as they're doing.
Yeah.
I think any release is like a fucking win for the collector because Hot Toys would never touch this. I know Lial earlier said a Lobot. I don't see Hot Toys ever doing a Lobot. But the fact that a company like this could come in and fill that hole is fucking amazing. At a price point that's way better than anything we're seeing from first party. So this is such a cool release. I prefer the way she looks in the comics. So when I saw her in the movies, I was really disappointed.
Yeah.
So like I wouldn't pick this up, but I can see why somebody would and how excited they would be for it. I think it's fucking so cool that they did like those two characters back to back. Super amazing. I think it's great.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's really cool, dude. And the figure looks amazing. I'm not a fan of rooted hair, but I think we've beat off that dead horse. So that would be like my only critique. But I also understand why rooted is the better case in this instance. So that would be like my only thing. But I think, yeah, fucking fantastic. Third party is, if you're collecting 1/6, you need to go with third party. I think you need to like bite that bullet or go cross that line, and because they do amazing
Dip
things.
that
And
toe.
they help you round out your collection. Otherwise, you're gonna be like living in hate and like misery your whole life, only waiting for Hot Toys to do stuff. Oh, I wasn't naming names, but yeah, I think it's great.
The
What do you think,
peanut
Wyatt?
gallery. The peanut gallery's back.
No, y'all mentioned earlier that it's
Oh,
great
boy.
that these third-party companies are stepping up to fill these gaps that we know that a company like Hot Toys isn't really gonna tackle. I had no idea. I had no connection to the comics, so when I saw these the Black Order on screen, I thought they were fine. I think they look cool. For the price point for what you're getting, man, I mean, you can't go wrong, dude. These third-party companies are really stepping it up, man, and it's great. It's great for the collector. It's great to have options, man, and hopefully this will. I mean, competition is always good, and for them to see them step up their game a little bit on the sculpts and the overall quality of the actual figure itself, that's a good thing, man. I mean, hopefully it'll just keep like Hot Toys wanting to improve upon what they're already working on, you know. So I think this is great. The Ebony Maw came out sick, man. I really like that piece, man, and for everything that I've seen on it, it looks absolutely dope. But yeah, no, this is great, man, and hopefully they'll release like the rest of the Black Order, because I know there's some collectors out there that are gonna want it. So yeah, this is good. This is good. This is a good thing.
Definitely.
Yeah, the more I'm seeing, I was never a third party guy, but the more I'm seeing these third party companies and what they're producing, it's very hard, especially at that price point. It's very hard not to jump in. The thing that peaked, like this looks great. I've said it before. The paint application, I like the sculpted and rooted hair combination. Suit looks good. Could be a little bit off. Still looks good. I think it'll hold well. And it's just the portrait, the paint application on the portrait, the sculpt. It looks like a great figure for what you're paying for. You're paying that $165. It's a steal price. These third-party companies are stepping up their game.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what's coming down the line, like that Kingpin we were talking about on Leal's episode.
Yeah.
Gorgeous, and there's so much opportunity that the end is limitless. Like you have endless possibilities. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen the one that I'm, besides that Kingpin one, the one that I really want to get, but I feel we're getting closer. They're definitely doing better than what they were doing in previous years. Leal, we already know how it's gonna go. Let's hear it again.
Oh no, I jumped on this bad boy as soon as it went up. I mean, because it just made sense. I mean, as soon as I saw it, like I said, I had gotten a couple emails, messages or inboxes that morning about it, and I was like, wow, they're really actually doing this. So I was really excited about it. And again, it just shows that third-party companies are really paying attention. They're listening to fans. They're listening to like the customers who want to actually see these figures. It's like, we get so many heroes, not enough villains. You know what I mean? Like we don't really get, to see that side of it, and to see this and know that, because even if you look like the silhouette on like the side of the box, it shows you all four of them. You know what I mean? So it just lets me know that we see this. Of course, we're going to get the other two. There's no question that I think that they'll do it, because like they know, this is going to be just like the Ebony Maw figure is going to sell completely out. that they're going to actually have to go back and probably re-release a couple more. And it was, you know what I mean, and they didn't have to, but they did it because they saw the demand. You know what I mean? They saw that people really liked it. They gravitated to it. It's getting, that mall's getting rave reviews, and this is going to be, it's going to follow, suit as well. Again, like these third-party companies are coming in and say, okay, we're happy that you're not going to touch certain characters from this IP because, it gives us more of an opportunity to, provide these figures for people. At the same time, we can explore those ideas. We can explore those corners where you just basically refuse not to really explore. You know what I mean? And yeah, I think it's great. And it also, I think this is like a bait in a sense to Hot Toys to say, okay, what are you going to do next? Because remember when they released, you know what I mean? When they released that, Colossus, I mean, not the Colossus, the Cable, they did that. And then Hot Toys was like, whoa, hold up. You know what I mean? And then they went and released one themselves. So again, same thing, Sideshow released, that Dagobah Luke. I mean that Hall
Luke
Dagobah
right after.
Luke. Yeah. And then they did the same thing last year. So, hey, I mean it's forcing our hands to see like, well, there is a market for these things and people really do like it. So we need to step up. So I'm happy.
But that's where I think you have to be careful.
Good.
That's where I think you have to be careful is because then
Did
if
we ever
you
get the? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
If you're purchasing these third-party figures, and then Hot Toys wakes up and says, "Well, hey, this is selling well," then what?
That's a very big bet. Hot
Well,
Toys
it's
ain't gonna
happened.
Wake up.
Well, it's happened
once or twice, dude.
Once or twice is enough
It's
to
still,
see.
like, I don't think it's enough to worry about it.
I won't spoil our conversation for the future. In the show, we're going to talk about it a little bit, but I think it's going to be another situation where we're going to see that in the near future with a certain character. But that's something you have to be mindful of as well when you're purchasing third-party figures.
Dude,
Tess says, "How do you feel about mixing licensed figures with third-party?" I think there's no better way. Better way.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, man.
I do it all the time.
I think that's how you have the most complete collection you can have.
Yeah.
Because like the panel said, you're never going to get all the characters from one company. I think that's the way to go. What were you saying, Dean? I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
well, Leo brought up the Toys Era Cable, and then Always Sunnyville said that cable was amazing, and I was like, did we ever get the Hot Toys Cable? And it's still on fucking pre-order until next year.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, that dropped, what was it, last year or a year and a half ago?
Yeah,
it's been a while.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's fucking bananas.
Yeah.
The same with the mech test Tony Stark. We're still waiting for that too.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yep.
But,
Up next, we have the Wind Sea Studios legendary pacifist singer. I love how they gave it this goofy-ass name and then put Bob Marley all over the fucking branding. 225 releasing Q1 2022. I'll be honest. I'm sure there's a lot of people that are really excited about this, but I never really got that much into Bob Marley. With that being said, I think the sculpt looks really good. You get two different portraits. I think the guitar looks fantastic, and I love the detail on this microphone with the cord. And I think this set, I believe in the solicitation they said the set does not actually light up. This is kind of like just a Photoshop effect. But this bass might actually be one of the best basses that I've ever seen. Not only is it a good diorama for the figure, but you have enough space to do everything you want, right? If you look at the Gandalf Crown series, I think that's one of the most beautiful dioramas that a figure mass-produced has come with, but everything is so cramped on that base that you can't really display the figure that well with the mailbox and the gate and the plants. This is much better. You get a lot of space. You get enough space for the crotch grabber, enough space for the figure, for the microphone to be positioned naturally. I mean, this to me is the gold standard of a diorama base. I think this is great. A little pricey at $225, but
head sculpts though.
Well, it's also third party. They're not paying anything to the Marley estate, I imagine.
They're not.
What do you think about this, Dina? Is this a cop for you? Are you a big Marley fan, my guy?
I actually fucking hate reggae.
Oh wow. That did not
Dude.
go how I thought that would go.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's just not my cup of tea. I tried really hard. My buddy's in a reggae band. I just don't like it. But this is cool. I mean, dude, I've said this countless times on the show. Musicians, make musician figures. People love musicians more than movie stars, characters. I mean, dude, music is probably everyone's like first real passion, right?
Yeah.
You listen to it in your car when you go to bed, in the shower. I mean, dude, fucking music is life, dude.
Definitely.
So the more musician figures out there, the better, I think. I think it's a no-brainer idea, right? Bob Marley, one of the greatest artists of all time, arguably. I mean, he's definitely on every list ever. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean, I'm oblivious to the fact that he's one of the greatest musicians ever. So, this is a no-brainer. I can imagine that somebody is like, finally!
Yeah.
That's like been waiting forever or was made customs or, whatever. So I think it's great.
Wow.
Yo.
Jetta says we need a 1/6 scale Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Dude, we need a 1/6 Kanye too.
Might as well, right?
Mario, what do you think about this, my guy?
Look, I'm not gonna go as far as to say that I don't like reggae. I mean, Dean, does Sublime count? I mean, probably
I don't like Sublime.
You don't like Sublime either?
No.
Wow, dude. Okay. Shout out local band over here.
Yeah.
No, anyway, I don't want to say that I'm a Bob Marley fan, but I appreciate his music. And again, like you, I love the fact that we're getting, or that these third-party companies are getting into something like this. The more musician type figures.
Yeah.
I think it's a great thing. When I saw the PCS prints, I know Lael and I were both like really excited about that, about that statue coming out, man, with the print from the bike.
Hell yeah.
So it's great to see. I love it. This is a great looking figure. I think the base, like Zach said earlier, it's great. It looks like there's like you mentioned earlier, there's plenty of room to set it up however you want to set it up. The fact that it comes with 2 head sculpt. I mean, are we looking at a third party DX down here or what? I mean, but no, this is a phenomenal. Yeah, it's a phenomenal release. I think it's at a decent price, and yeah, it looks great. I mean, not for me, but I can really appreciate the fact that somebody's willing to take something like this on.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. The thing is, my fiance, I know she's gonna want it because she's a Bob fanatic. You know what I mean? She loves Bob, and like I said, she does have West Indian heritage. You know what I mean? So, that's just the way it is all day. And I think for the piece, I mean, it speaks, culturally when I look at it, I'm like, the colors and everything, if I get it, most definitely I'm gonna get it for her, because I know she's gonna love it. And I'm glad they're doing it. I mean, they did this, we got that Prince statue. We also got the man himself, Jimi Hendrix. You know what I mean? Like, when you do stuff like that, and I think that is that Jimmy even still available, or did that sell out?
No, I believe it's sold out.
Yeah, like, I mean, this is what I'm saying. There's space for it. People want it. You know what I mean? This right here, I'm guaranteeing you when it's released, it will sell out. Because like I said, people want it, and this does come with what, 2 head sculpts? Like, come on, man. Like, when you delve into something like this, it's just like it makes so much more sense, bro. It does. It makes so much more sense. And I'm glad that they're doing it. I'm glad that they decided to do something like this because it just makes that much more sense. So I'm with it, man. Like, just bring it all on. I mean, as long as you stay consistent and, once this, I mean, but then again, it's like also even like us as collectors and people who do like stuff like this, we got to support it. You know what I mean? You got to support it if you want to see more. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm pretty sure, like, yo, give me Morris Day and the Time, give me that. And I'm there all day. You know what I mean? You give me that, give me Run DMC, you know what I mean? Yeah. Give me just, all classics, you know what I mean? Eric B and Rakim, like there's space for stuff like this, you know what I mean? Like if you give if you open that door, like I'm pretty sure people would want to see it. I mean, you've given us, pretty much like the sports IP. We've gotten Jordan, we've gotten Kobe, we've gotten Matt, we got all these different iterations. So yeah, like come on, man. Like sometimes it's not all about powers and punches, superheroes and mythical or mythological characters. Sometimes it's it's space for everything else. So. Why
Lane
not?
Kramer coming in with a super chat. He says, "Someone do Aaliyah as Akasha from Queen of the Damned would be awesome. 1/6 figure combining the singer with the movie."
Wow,
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
But Leo, you're right. We gotta support this to see other great things.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'd love to see the comments there. Anyone else have a take on this before we move on?
Yeah, I'm just gonna, what Dean and Leo said. Like, I want to see more musicians. I want to see more artists. I want to see Johnny Cash personally. I want to see Motley Crue. I want to see Ozzy, Black Sabbath.
Ozzy would be sick, bro.
Guns N' Roses. But I think it's a dope figure. I really wanted to pick up their Freddie Mercury. I never pulled the trigger. I think it's still in stock in certain places. The Live Aid version is the one I'd go for. I think that the Expression head sculpt is really good, which is cool because a lot of our stuff is just dead expressions, so I like that a lot. But yeah, I think it's awesome, man, and yeah, I agree. I want to see a lot more, so I'm glad they're continuing to do them.
Love to see that. Now this is SSR Omni-Man. This one's really expensive. To the point that it's. I feel like it's almost pointless. 305, releasing Q4 2021. From what I can tell, you get the portrait, you get a Fison body, you get a bodysuit with a cape, and 2 hands and boots. And I just think that third-party figures are priced so competitively now, especially portraits, right? I mean, you could get a really good 11 portrait anywhere from $30 to $70, right? Fison's about $50 to $80, and in no way can I see this being a $305 licensed figure, let alone a $305 third-party release. The portrait looks great, don't get me wrong. I think it looks like a great figure, but I would not be caught dead paying this much for this little of a figure. Yeah. Dean, what about you?
I don't even like the character, so no part of me would pay any kind of money for it. But you're right. Like, what exactly is $300 here? I mean, maybe you could argue the Fison body is up to 80, but is boots and outfit and a head sculpt really $200? $210? I don't think so. The fact that you could call up Watto right now and get this head sculpt done in a matter of hours for a fraction of that is, I mean, yeah, you could. The trouble of getting the suit done, but I mean, dude, there's a will, there's a way, and no way I'm spending $300 on something like this.
Singer-songwriter had a good point that Fison bodies are expensive.
Yeah, but we're not buying one Fison body at a time. This company's buying 1,000 or 500. I imagine there's some quantity of scale.
The head sculpt does look really good, though.
I think it looks fantastic.
I don't like the body proportions. I know Fison bodies are really good, but for some reason their bodies look like The Situation, like Mike from Jersey Shore. Like, why are the biceps bigger than the shoulders? The biceps are always huge. Like, that's not how ripped people look. The shoulders should be proportionate.
And Eddie would know. He looks at ripped guys all day.
I honestly do, dude. I love bodybuilding. I love like the male fucking bodies, So.
Well,
yeah, Dean. Don't come at Eddie like
that's
that.
Not. That's not a fucking. You could ask anybody, dude.
You should have backfired on you, man.
I respect men with chiseled bodies. Okay, I want to be that. So that's no fucking skin off my back.
You should start shooting up now, then. All right.
Why did he?
Maybe I will. Are you gonna do it for me?
No.
What'd you say?
I don't
There's no traps, is what Eddie was saying.
Adriana knows.
Adriana knows. Wow, that was a hot take.
Leo,
I'm so mad about it.
What's up, bro?
What do you think, buddy?
What do you think about it, Leo?
It's the thing is when I first saw it, I thought it was a Mesco figure, bro. I did. Like I didn't. I did. When I saw it, I looked at it. I mean, the arms look unusually short, compared to the rest of the figure. Like, I don't know. I mean, I can't justify paying that much for this. And I think they're just basically jumping on it because, of course, Invincible right now is hot. So of course I'd expect them to jump on it right now, but it's just not for me. Like, I'm not. It would have been, it would have been probably in the era discussion if it wasn't that much money. I mean, if you stick with most of the other unlicensed companies and if you basically put it around, maybe 170 or 150 or something like that, or then yeah, I can say okay, I'd probably give it a try, but nah, man, like that price was like, nah, it's not even worth whatever, you know what I mean? And no, Alvin, there's nothing wrong with Mezco. I'm just saying it in scale. I thought that this is what it was because Mezco figures are crazy. I love them. I have about 18 of them right now. So
wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I have 18 Mezco. I have them actually posed up and everything. So I love the figures. I just thought when I looked at this at first, that's what I thought it was, but I just can't justify that. And Mezco figures look, in my opinion, way better than this. So yeah, it's a, what do they say? It's a hard pass for me, bro. Definitely a hard pass for me.
I don't even know who this is, so I don't have much to say about this at all. I can see Leo's point how it looks like as a Mezco figure. Yeah. You mentioned earlier that this is what was it, Unbreakable, like the Bruce Willis movie from way back when?
Invincible?
It's Invincible.
Oh, Invincible.
So yeah, it's an actual IP. It's from, I keep forgetting his name. It's from the same writer, from The Walking Dead. So he basically came out with this, released this as a comic. So it's Invincible. He's Omni-Man, of course, the father of Invincible himself. He's from a totally different planet who is part of a scheme as world domination. That only the strongest will survive. Kirkman is Mac. Yeah, there you go, Kirkman. So he's part of that actual IP. The show, the books and the show are completely amazing. Like, it's crazy, it's nuts. The translation into this right here, though, nah, fam, I'm good. I'm good. Nope.
Yeah, I agree with single songwriter here. J. Jonah Jameson on steroids. I think it looks just like it, bro.
Yo, Jameson is fucking yoked. Yeah. This was Eddie's reaction when Dean came at him.
What was that? It was bad. It had nothing, no fire, no energy, no nothing. I have a shoulder right here,
Dude, Eddie was not fucking around.
Eddie got way too defensive about it. It's almost like,
I didn't mean for it to be defensive.
Dude, you got
my bad. My bad.
And he's like,
There's
no coming at the gym.
It was all love.
Coming
it was all love. Copious amounts of cum.
Daft Toys, A Prisoner. Again, what's with these third-party companies giving these goofy-ass names and then just plastering the movie all over the fucking, all over the pre-order pics? Daft Toys,
Plus,
A Prisoner.
His name is Red. His name is Red, so like, why not just use that name?
The Guy.
Yeah, what the hell?
The Guy.
Daft Toys, A Person. A Prisoner, $200, releasing Q1 2022. Dean or Eddie, you had gotten the other character from this film. The name is totally blanking right now.
The Andy Dufresne.
Andy Dufresne.
Daft Toys, and it was released by Daft Toys. With a different.
And was it pretty good quality?
Yeah, it was really good. The tailoring was really well done. Daft Toys kills it on their tailoring. Like that, I feel like that's what their bread and butter is. But the head sculpt was done really well. I recently sold it because of this. Actually, I want to get this 2-pack to go because this one comes with red and another body, so you could do the Andy Dufresne with this head sculpt. Now the original head sculpt that they had shown looked better. I feel like they changed it up because they had shown this a while ago, I believe. And there's also a 2-pack from Present Toys, and they have an Andy Dufresne coming as well. But the red, it's funny because the red looks better in the Daft Toys, and the Andy looks better with the Present Toys. So like you kind of got to mix and match. But I think this is a dope set. You get the bleachers, dude. You get red with the baseball glove, and you get the chest set, which is cool because you can pose them together. You get a ton of stuff. So, and I think the Morgan Freeman looks great. The likeness. What do you guys think? I know.
Mark
I'm
says
like,
it doesn't look anything like Morgan Freeman. I think this looks really
Really?
good, actually.
Really? Wow.
I think
this looks great.
I think it's good.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a younger Morgan Freeman for sure.
I take this Morgan Freeman portrait and make myself a nice Lucius Fox.
So to clarify,
there is a Lucius that just released.
To clarify, Eddie, this set is 2 entire figures, or it's just the red, and then you get a head sculpt for Andy?
I believe you get both bodies as well. I'll have to double check, but I believe you get both bodies with it. The original one
like
didn't
really
come with
good.
a body.
I remember
So-
that. I remember you had to buy the body separately.
I'll double check though while you guys discuss.
Yeah, I have nothing bad to say about this. I think this looks good, especially if that's 205 or 200 rather for 2 full figures. I think that's really good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyone else have any comments on this?
I think it looks good. I can't believe that Mark doesn't think it looks like Morgan Freeman. I think it's pretty spot on.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite films. Once they basically released it, because actually, Mr. Enabler himself, Jetta, he had sent me the pictures, in the inbox, and I was like, wow, yeah. I mean, it's like I said, I love Shawshank. I have it, in the collection, already. So it was a no-brainer, like, to get it. Actually, it'll be here this Friday.
Wow.
Yeah. I had to, man, because it's an amazing piece, bro. Like, I mean, to have something like that, a bit of nostalgia from the film, and that's what I'm about. Like, I get pieces that give me nostalgia from like some of my my favorite IPs, like shit, movies that I like. So yeah, I had to get this, bro.
Well,
Mark Pearson says the Wi-Fi is slow, everything's blurry. My bad. Mark is a true Collecting Weekly trooper. He's on, I think it's on location for work this week, and he's watching the show in a gas station parking lot so he can get Wi-Fi because the hotel Wi-Fi is really bad.
Wow.
What a fucking legend,
I
bro!
fucking love Mark,
Fucking
man.
legend.
Mark is a motherfucking angel.
Just to clarify, guys.
Yo, Dean got us.
Here we go, Eddie. If you let me down again, my guy.
Yeah, I know. It comes with one body for Morgan
Of course it
Freeman.
does.
I'm sorry, guys.
Oh.
You're gonna have to have Andrew
He's gonna come with 2. Come on.
dark complected hands. You hate to see it. Jazz Ink Diorama is now officially licensed by DC.
Yeah.
Big news there. 1995 Batman Forever Batmobile Ultimate DX. Very descriptive. They're $1,399. Releasing December 2022. Eddie, I'll let you kick this one off because you're like the mega fan of this movie. Tell me.
Hell yeah! I was so excited to see this
there bodybuilders
finally
in it?
go up. No, there is not. Well, Arnold is in the second one.
Oh yeah. There you go.
They I believe they teased this a while ago that they were gonna start working on this. But it finally went up for pre-order, and day one, baby. Day one. This will be my first 1/6 scale vehicle. Beautiful. Beautiful. I know that people don't love these 2 movies as much as I do. They're just pure nostalgia for me. It's my favorite of all the original Batman movies. I understand that may not be the case for everybody, but it is for me. So yeah, I cannot wait to get this in. They have a ton of pre-order options available. Payment plans, you can do all the way up to 15-month payment plans. So it's because I know the price is kind of hard to swallow, but it is very forgiving with the payment plans, and I think it's worth it, to be honest. All the light up features,
That's beautiful.
and I always say his name wrong. I always want to say Juiced.
Yost.
Yost.
It's juiced.
It's Yost.
He puts an incredible amount of love into these things. I've heard him when he did the Justice League / BVS Batmobile. He talks about how he wants to get the proportions just right so you can actually get the figures in there. Now, I highly doubt that the figures are going to be posable enough to get it in there the right way, but he talks about how if you do a Batmobile 1/6 scale perfectly, it doesn't necessarily fit the figures because they're not real. So like, there's no skin to like, you know, make it fit perfect.
Yeah, the
but,
joints might not move like a
yeah. But he scales them to where it should work. So John was talking about how what if Hot Toys did it? I could care less because I think he'll do it better. So I'm excited.
Ooh, that's a big statement.
And I wonder how all that stuff works because, I mean, obviously, Dean, we know that licenses can be distributed by scale, by location, by price points. So I don't know if the door is even open for Hot Toys to tackle a 1/6 scale Batman Forever, or if Yost has the exclusive from this point forward. Definitely a question. Hopefully, he can answer for us at some point. I think he may be doing an interview with OFAC in the future. I just want to point out this great conversation happened in the chat. Mark has been at the gas station for 3 hours. Cops probably on the way. And Equan goes, "You're white, Mark. You should be okay for a bit."
Wow.
Fucking Mark says, he says, "My leg fell asleep in the car. I look like a tweaker for a second." What a fucking guy. I love the conversation there. Anyone else ordering this?
Yeah, this is a stunning piece. And when it comes to price, like 1,300 is not a lot when you have the Hot Toys DeLorean going for like 2,500 now, and you got the '89 Batmobile going for 1,500 plus. I think it's fairly priced. What needs to happen now? Amazing work. Congratulations on the licensing. Shipping needs to be addressed because the shipping rates that they're charging is. I was looking at their 1989 Batplane, the Batwing. Guys, the thing's $2,400. To ship it to the USA is a grand just to ship it. That's insanity.
Where did you find a shipping quote? Because I was trying to find something earlier and I couldn't see anything regarding.
I took a photo. I put it on the Patreon chat. If you click on it,
I showed you yesterday. You fucking prick. What are you, blind?
And I put it on the Patreon chat. $1,000.
And I'm wondering what that is because I mean,
Would you show Eddie?
I showed you all the price yesterday, you bastard.
No. For shipping?
Yeah.
Oh, my
yes,
bad.
John asked like 3 times, and I showed you guys.
OG fan is, I don't know how true this is, but OG fan here says, let me pull it up here. He says, Yost was on Justin this morning and spoke to this. He said he was calling Howard Chan at Hot Toys soon.
Yeah, wait, specifically to what? I'm sorry.
What was that about, Leo?
Yeah, we talked to him this morning. About it. I'm sorry about that. He's a really down to earth guy. Like he's real cool. He didn't want to go too much into detail on it, but like I said, he's looking at, possibly collaborating with him. Especially going forward with a few different things. But yeah, he talked about like just the licensing for, a lot. Because I mean, mainly, like I said, the original OG Batmobile was like the one of the highest topics. You know what I mean? Because like a lot of people were really asking for it. But even off, like I said, they were, he's trying to address, the problems with the actual shipping. And a lot of that is not even him. It's what these companies are asking, so a lot of these the companies that deliver these, figures and pieces for the companies, they're the ones who are trying to upcharge when it comes to that. You know what I mean? So he is trying to basically work around addressing that, because what they do is they weigh it. And pretty much, John, it's like they weigh these pieces, however much it weighs, how big the box is, the box is, that's what they look at. So he talked about that.
Well, yeah, of course, you can understand that and appreciate that. It's not coming from his, but we got to understand as collectors with so many different companies stepping up and coming from left, right, and center with new product and innovation and this and that, to drop $3,000, $1,000 of it on shipping, it's a hard pill to swallow.
John, I'm looking at their site right now. They're showing $450 for North America shipping.
For what, this?
For the Batwing or for this?
For the Batwing.
We saw screenshots yesterday.
I took a screenshot today and sent it. It was $1,000, unless he changed it today.
Maybe they changed it. Yeah, because I'm looking at the '66 Batmobile, which is my baby, and it's like $160. So
Can y'all check private chat real quick?
That must have been changed today because I was at work about 1 p.m. Eastern time, and I snapped a photo.
Yeah.
And it was 1,000. When I saw 1,000, I'm like something.
It was 1,000 Canadian, bro.
No, it was 1,000. It was said USA.
Yeah.
Even so, 1,000 Canadian is ridiculous.
That's like $200 real dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks great. Let's blow through this one real quick because I know not a lot of you guys collect figure arts. But figure arts Kefla, this was a fan vote figure, beat out a bunch of other ones. $62 releasing February 2022. Dean, is this a pickup for you from Super Tournament of Power?
I don't know, dude. It's another one of those fucking P Bandai exclusives. Super annoying. But at least the price is decent. But
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if I like the character enough. Maybe if she comes back, but
yeah, it's hard to get those one-offs, right?
Yeah,
definitely hard. Alvin said he picked it up already. Let's move on. Dean, I think you wanted to talk about this one.
Yes, dude.
Tell us what it is.
It's Lady Maria
Bloodline.
Bloodborne.
Oh, Bloodborne. Sorry. 150 at BB2S, $96 on Ami releasing August 2022.
Yeah, this is the that's the deluxe one that comes with the chair and the other torso. You get the cheaper one that doesn't come with that, but that's like kind of what she looks like in the game. She's sitting in a chair, and if you start a fight with her and she fucking destroys you. Also, she's giant, so you're compared to like that guy. My sister has this statue of her sitting in the chair in a quarter scale. It's fucking beautiful. But anyway, this went up for, they solicited this like 4 or 5 years ago. And my sister, like literally like 2 weeks ago, was like, hey, I want to order this. I was like, it's not, they never released it. Like, it's been in limbo. And then like a week later, it popped up. So I was like, holy shit, they did it. So I'm sure she'll be getting that, but yeah, it's super cool. It's nice to see something convert from the mythos of will it ever be released to finally coming out. So.
Love to see that. Dean, it's that time of the show.
We're gonna talk about what the Scrapyard, Annie. Guys, I love Water Scrapyard. They are the one-stop shop for all your resin printing needs. They print head sculpts of literally anyone you could think of. They also make hard to come by Kenner and Hasbro vehicle parts and accessories. And honestly, they're just lifesavers. So if you need anything, and I'm talking anything, look them up on Facebook, eBay, and Instagram. If you don't see a character or an item that you need, send him a message. He'll get a design, printed, and shipped right to your door for a reasonable fee. Hit up Waddles today, guys. He's a lifesaver.
And we want to thank our second sponsor, 1/6 Corner. Their mission is to provide the best figures and collectibles to their customers. They offer great prices, great packaging, fast shipping, and best in the business customer service. Choose your figures, pay safely with PayPal, and leave the rest to them.
What a bunch of angels. HasLab, we've known this for a while. They had a little panel and some goober spoiled it. But they officially confirmed that they're launching in fall 2021 the Rancor. I feel like Hasbro Pulse / HasLab, I think they're starting to get into like real dangerous territory because it's my understanding you still have to pay up front right when the product gets funded. Right? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, nay. But they're dropping them way too close to each other, right? These, it almost seems like because they have this one, they have the Galactus that's going to be closing in a few days, and then they also tease the Transformers one that's going to be going up right after this one. And if you want this little Kickstarter bullshit to be sustainable, I don't think they can drop them and expect their collectors to pay that much up front and expect for people to be collecting all of them, because there's people that collect Star Wars and Transformers and Blacks and Marvel Legends. I mean, that is very realistic that someone who's a serious collector might want all three of those, and to basically force them to pay for it all up front, I can definitely see them getting into that situation when they had Unicron and the Cookie Monster, where a lot of people wanted both, but if they had to pick one, something got left on the table. We've beat off the dead horse, as Dylan says. about HasLab and this whole idea of crowdfunding for billion-dollar companies, and I don't really want to go there. But if anyone has anything to say about this, by all means, the floor is yours.
I don't necessarily think that they're too close. I understand what you're saying, and maybe I just feel like people are paying $500 for that Scout Trooper and Speeder, so like
yeah, but they have 9 months to pay it off, and the
yeah,
initial
but
deposit's $30.
We got to
secure
remember
the
when
spot.
this shit. Not everybody does payment plans. Some people do pay on arrival, and they're all dropping in the same fucking month next year. So
yeah, you're not wrong. Some people's wallets are gonna get fucking wrecked.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, I don't know if that's
but just to
necessarily
secure a
holding them
spot.
back, but I see where you're coming from.
I've seen a lot of people say that when Unicron and Cookie Monster went up.
It's also
Right at the
Unicron
same
and Cookie
time.
Monster, dude.
Hey, don't
Like,
fucking come at Cookie
it's
Monster,
not-
right? Don't fucking,
it's not
you know,
fucking
you fucking
a Rancor.
fucking come at, you know, fucking Bert like that. You don't fucking come at Cookie
He's
Monster.
also
like
not
that.
Cookie Monster anymore.
What is he
What
now?
is he?
What?
Isn't he
What?
like cookies are sometimes food? He's like Veggie Monster now or something.
What
What?
the fuck?
You hate to.
When did that happen?
You just make sure your kids don't watch Sesame Street.
I'll look it up
anymore.
right now. I'll look it up right
Is
now.
that a cancel culture?
Wow.
John, what do you think about this?
I think it's nice. Look, Rancor is going to be awesome. I'm just not a fan. I'm no fan in companies holding my money without me getting the product. You want a little deposit? I'll give you a little deposit. To hold the money, that's ridiculous.
Yep.
A company of their stature, no, they shouldn't. I don't like Sideshow or whoever you pre-order your figures from holding the $50 to $100 NRD, let alone the full amount. Come on. They gotta let that go. Cause come on, Star Wars. What Star Wars figure have they populated, created that hasn't been funded? I think everything. No,
Well, the barge almost didn't make it.
The barge
But it made
almost
it.
didn't make it, and Cookie Monster. Well, I think it's very
Well, say Star
questionable.
Wars
I think
really
Star
did.
Wars.
I-
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, Dean made a great point in the last show. They had like 2,000 backers come out of nowhere at the last
Yeah,
second.
of course,
So,
but-
you know, that shit was fucking sketchy as fuck. Alvin says you guys are tripping on the HasLab prices, but willing to pay that Batmobile. First and foremost, you could pay
That's
that
what I said.
Batmobile
I said
in
it, Alvin.
15
I
15
justified it.
increments. And Yost is not a billionaire, and Yost is willing to do the R&D, the molding, and everything.
I don't think you can compare that Batmobile
That's
to a
incomparable.
HasLab.
But I will say it is very expensive, in my opinion, for what it is. But you're also dealing with a much smaller company, a much smaller production of scale, and a person has a much bigger risk to his personal finances if these things don't do well.
What
It's
what
totally
lights
different
up?
than a billion-dollar company.
His ass crack lights up.
Wait, what?
What?
What
John,
lights
I
up on a
gotta-
Rancor?
I gotta hit you with one of these, bro.
What was that? It was bad. It had nothing, no fire, no energy, no nothing.
Dude, is that going to be the new potatoes?
I like that one.
Like,
Though.
please don't, man.
That's
No,
not as
John
bad as
John
potatoes,
fucking
man.
killed potatoes.
Yeah,
John was
potatoes
working
is-
potatoes.
You know what, guys? I love potatoes.
Leal, what do you think about this, Leal? The
Leal's like, what
crowdfunding-
kind of shit did I join tonight?
He's like, I'm never fucking coming back to this show.
Nah, you know I love you guys, man. Not something. I mean, okay. So they're the same company that released the Razor Crest, right?
Yep.
Okay,
It's
so
not
they
even
did.
released.
Well, yeah, not even
Yeah.
released, but they're the ones who actually, you had to do the same thing for the Razor Crest. So, I don't know. I mean, it's not for me, but I'm pretty sure that, like I said, there's an area for everybody who basically wants it. I mean, it looks good, definitely. I mean, how they do it. I mean, I guess they've been successful. I'm guessing what? I guess they take the payment. Does that go towards like the manufacturing of the actual product or something like that, or
Yeah,
just on
so
the spot?
so
It's like
yeah.
a Kickstarter, dude.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, to each their own, I guess. I mean, I really don't. It's not something I'm going to actually get, so I'm not really worried about it. But it does look good. I mean, in HasLab, they do some good. They do great things. So, I mean, let them
I don't
do what
think
they
we're
do.
looking at the figure here. I think it's just a
Yeah, that's
screenshot of
just
the
a
actual
screenshot.
movie, dude.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying
They haven't
like,
gotten our money yet. They're like, wherever you
Yeah.
fucking look at the screenshot until this shit comes
for
out.
what they do. But see, that's the
Uh-huh.
thing is like, why would you? And even saying that, like, how much confidence can I have in giving you my money if you're not really showing me even like a prototype of what it is? You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
you would think that, Leal, but motherfuckers paid for the pay for all of the fucking Razor Crest without actually having a picture of it.
Wow.
I don't think we've actually seen it. Haven't they all just been 3D renders?
Yeah, I don't.
I think there's been a few. There's been a few photos of them holding it, but much after the window.
No, they showed the prototype later.
I was just bugging. I was bugging off of that shit. I was bugging because everybody was hype over it until the shit blew up on the show.
I'm gonna wait for the 1/6 Hot Toys Rancor.
Yeah.
Well, Sideshow already did one.
Sideshow already did it.
Figure wise?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they actually?
Yes, that's a real thing.
Yeah, but I want to see.
That's
Hot
the
Toys
same
do
one
it.
that you
I don't
jumped
want
on the
Sideshow
wait list
to do
for
it.
twice.
No, that's a statue. I wanna.
It's gonna be the same thing, dude. The freaking if Hot Toys does this in 6 scale, it's gonna be a freaking power pose.
Doesn't matter. I want a Hot Toy. I don't want a stat. I want a figure.
It's not gonna.
The
be
statue didn't pass the flashlight test.
I will. Wait, was that John that invented that thing, or who was that brought up the flashlight? That was John, right?
I saw it online, and yes, I brought.
I'll
it to
never
you.
forget him going in on that. That was the dumbest thing I ever heard.
That's the truth, though.
Toys R Us
Anyway.
Put out a tweet. We are back and proud to announce our new partnership with Macy's. You can now purchase toys online, and there will be 400 stores inside Macy's throughout the U.S. in 2022. This is just the beginning, with much more to come. I don't love this because the beauty of Toys R Us, right? I used to love Toys R Us as a kid. The beauty of Toys R Us, you go to a toy store and you have fun and you have the time of your life, right? I don't really want to go to a clothes store to go to a toys section. And that's really what it feels like.
Yeah, it's like
I mean,
a
I've
Walmart.
seen... Exactly. It's like a Target. It's like a Walmart. And in the absence of Toys R Us, some of these Targets and Walmarts have quite a decent toy aisle. And, you know, Macy's is a fairly big... You know, their stores are fairly large, so I imagine they could fit an amount of toys in there. But I just think this is such a pointless thing. It's great that they are going to have a website, but with Amazon really filling that niche in the last 2 or 3 years, man, I don't know. This doesn't feel right.
It doesn't feel like a win.
It does. It really doesn't, bro. It really doesn't. What do you guys think about this?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's like you said, like I want to go to a toy store. Not that we could with fucking Rona, but like I get what you're saying. Like I want a dedicated store. I guess that's because that's what I'm used to, but I don't know. Maybe that's just long gone now.
If this is really going to be a thing, you guys remember when Toys R Us had exclusives? Toys R Us exclusives? I mean, how you think that's going to happen now? I mean, Toys R Us getting exclusive again, but you can only get them alongside with Macy's. I mean, that's going to be freaking... First of all, that's going to suck, dude. That's going to suck, man. I mean, I mentioned a while ago, you know, with the vintage collection, man, I hate exclusives with a passion, man. And I really hope we don't have like another exclusive for a retailer that's basically going to be a little section in a store. I mean, it's whatever. Well, I mean, we already have that right now with Target and Walmart and shit. So, you know, whatever. Who cares? I can't wait to pay like freaking $5 over the retail price at a freaking Toys R Us again. So whatever. Whatever.
Anyone else?
I didn't have a Toys R Us in the town I grew up in, so I don't have the attachment that everybody has to it.
Man, look, you know what? Before there was Toys R Us, there was Lionel Kitty City, man. For real.
That sounds like sexual. What?
Bro, it was Lionel. Look at it. If you ever look it up, look up Lionel Kitty City, bro.
City.
Turn that frown upside down. Lionel Kitty
Okay,
City.
that was worse.
Yo, hey, listen. It was Lionel Kitty City, and it was dope. They had a tall. It was a kangaroo, as a matter of fact. And it was an actual a toy store. But I mean, listen, we had a few of them within the area, and when they shut down, you know, I think you can see it coming because, like I said, in some places they were like kind of overstocked with, you know, certain things that they never could get rid of or couldn't sell, or they had very little of what people wanted. You know what I mean? So it was, you know, especially like with the new age and everything right now. That's funny. it was basically be expected. But I mean, for something like this, I mean, I guess especially if you got like a lot of, I mean, it's just like what KB Toy Store that used to be around like years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but that
Kmart
KB
isn't even around anymore.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So everybody's going to like Target or Walmart or all these other places or ordering online, so, just having that physical spot where you can actually pick it up. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think it's good for individuals who don't like to shop online and they like to just, go to these, different places. But, I mean, to partner with Macy's, on that, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I'm not trying to go halfway across town to go to fucking Toys R Us and Macy's.
You're not trying to go halfway across town for anything.
You goddamn right. I would like to go down. I'm a man of conviction.
We still had Toys R Us. We never lost it.
This was John's screenshot from earlier from the 89 Batwing, 1,080 US shipping. Mario said that it's been
I checked.
down to 450.
He's
So
right. He's checked. It did go down to 450.
Yeah. So maybe it was just an error on their site earlier, but a lot of people were mentioning the shipping was quite pricey earlier.
450 is still pretty fucking.
I mean 450, but I'd rather pay 450 than fucking.
Yeah, I mean,
you're right. Yeah, it's way better than 1,000.
I thought we'd have a little bit of fun today. On Leal's show, John said, and I quote, he was the diecast master. He could fucking look at something, and with his omniscient powers, he could tell if it was diecast or if it wasn't. John, I will buy your lunch tomorrow if you go. I don't know how.
Nice.
Let me check how many photos we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
That's a lot.
13, 14.
Wow.
John, if you get 10
14?
right, I'll buy your lunch.
10's good.
I
That's
didn't do
70.
that in school.
That's 70.
Whatever, go.
Can you do it, John? The omniscient diecast master. I will never critique John's diecast prowess.
Is this like any other game show? Does he have like? Does he have a call out to the chat? Does he have
Yeah. He could get one call out to the chat. Let's do some lifelines. He gets one call out. No, then that's too easy.
No, all I want to have is be able to ask one question per photo.
That I'll give you that.
Okay,
I'll give you that.
Sounds fair.
But it can't be a goofy question.
You want to give him
Can't be like, is it diecast?
No.
Wait, Mario, what did you say?
You want to give him a lifeline on the panel?
Sure.
Alvin, this is a big statement, Alvin.
Wow, Alvin says $50 donation if you get 10 right.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa, all right.
Stress.
Whoa.
Dude, Zach, feed him the answer.
Come on, John.
All right, here we go. Diecast Masters, Evangelion.
Oh my
Robo
God!
Dow.
Good luck with that.
Thigh panel. Diecast or not, John?
I thought we were talking about real collectibles.
Oh, there we go. Thank you. How dare you?
Real collectibles, what a jackass. We're talking about the
This one
arrow
hasn't
to
been
the leg?
reissued, John.
Okay.
Yeah, well, where that fucking arrow is, bro.
How much did you pay for this figure, Zach?
$129. $129.
We were on the unboxing, John, so you should
know.
get this
Hang on,
one right.
yeah, hang on. Don't remind him. It's not about his memory. It's about how he can observe the diecast properties.
But this one's hard because it's painted, right?
Oh, here we go. Walk it back, John.
That's your excuse now? You can't tell if it's painted?
My gut wants to tell me it's diecast, but my brain wants to tell me it's plastic.
Always go with your gut.
Final answer, John. We don't have all 9. We have 84 people watching.
No stress. No pressure, bro.
Only $50 worth of pressure. Holy shit.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it diecast?
Is that what the
Is
fuck
that
type of
your
answer
answer?
is
Yeah.
that?
That's
Is
my
that your
final
answer?
question. That's my final answer. Yeah.
It's diecast. He's got one right. He's got one on the board.
Whoa.
Yes,
Yeah.
what a guy. So
Wow.
can someone keep score, please?
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right, John. Shogokin,
Plastic.
Gypsy Danger. He's got 2 on the board.
Dude,
Whoa.
Whoa, all right.
Wow. Sideshow Premium Format Gandalf Glamdering.
This came out of the box. It's not. This is the one that came out of the box. This is not a custom piece.
Everything that I'm showing you is stock today.
Okay. And this is Sideshow?
Sideshow Premium
Premium
Format.
format, yeah.
How fast can you Google it?
It's not diecast.
He's fucking 3 for 3. The man knows what he's talking about tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I have a little bit of doubt, though, because he was looking at the slides earlier today. So
Yo, come on. That's such bull.
TE01 Optimus Prime.
Plastic.
The foot. Diecast.
Diecast.
Wow. So, no,
okay, you got that one wrong. Bandai Dynaction Ava Unit 1 chest panel.
This is the same one in the first picture?
No, this is a different figure. It's a different figure.
Okay.
How much did you pay for this one?
I believe it was $165.
Oh,
this is a different one.
This is a different one. This is a different one. My gosh, he's grunting.
Let's go with
Ninja Squirrel says we cued him with the photos pre-show. Absolutely.
Let's go with plastic on this one.
This one's die-cast. It's actually die-cast.
Man.
The plastic
roll.
cover panels are plastic.
So
he's missed
3 out of 5.
3 and 2.
3 out of 5. All right,
can't get any more wrong.
Mario, tell us what
I
what
know
we're
this
looking
one.
at here.
We're looking at the Mark 1 Ultron in these piston sections, John. What do you think? Are we looking at die-cast or are we looking at plastic here?
I can't see the photo too well. That's the thing.
Oh, here we go.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me see within.
A Hot Toys aficionado such as yourself should not
Diecast.
even blink at this. Wow.
Mario?
John, I'm sorry, it's plastic.
Oh,
It's plastic. Okay, fuck. I was gonna say
I
plastic.
hyped
but
you up so much, dude.
This is diecast.
all right. Whose
correct.
photo is this? Oh, die-cast. You got it right.
That is mine.
All right.
Left is diecast. Right is plastic.
Bro, other way around.
Other way around.
Is it the other way around?
Wait, does that count as 2?
That counts as. We'll give it to him. Well, that counts as. Well,
That
I mean,
looks-
if you got both right, that would count as 2.
That
so
left
both are
one
wrong.
looks.
I'm
that
shocked
left-
that you missed that one, John.
The
That
left one is a
looks like ass.
sideshow.
The right one looks
It's
like
the
pizza.
Sideshow Deluxe. The right one is the Hot
Hold on.
Toys
Maybe
Deluxe.
we're talking about the wrong left and right. So hold on a
Oh,
I don't know
what?
if that counts.
Motherfucker, how do y'all do
Yeah, I
left and
don't
right
know
in
if we
Canada?
second. Okay,
Let's
the
just
one
skip
with.
it then.
Okay, hold on a sec. We could skip it, but what I meant, because if it's wrong, I want it to count as wrong. Relax. I don't fucking cheat. Take it easy. You guys are like fucking.
Well, go on.
The one with BB-8, I say is diecast.
You're wrong.
You're still incorrect.
Okay, so I'm wrong.
Okay, I was about to
Was
say
it
that.
4 out of
But
8 or
left.
4 out of
It's
7?
Universal.
4 out of 8 or 4 out of 7?
4 out of
Is
8.
it?
No, because you guys, whatever, just fucking forget.
Yeah.
Diecast.
Plastic, bro.
Dude, you were on. Stop. Sit and think for a minute, dude. Just blurt them out.
The Vision.
You should have hit it up. 'cause
Hold
I
on a
was gonna
second.
tell
The
you.
Vision.
Okay, the Vision's not plastic. That's diecast.
Yeah.
The Vision's plastic.
The Vision's
yeah, you
diecast.
did it,
Do we have?
Somebody want to fact check that?
You can fact
yeah.
check.
Wow. Wow. If someone.
I sold it a long time ago. I honestly don't remember. I never posted it.
I think.
That's a
Hold
thing.
on a second. I think we need
Is
to
it
be
diecast?
getting. We need to be
Ruin the
getting.
whole integrity of the
No, hold on a
competition.
second.
I know.
my-
you fucking.
Hold on a second.
Hang
Even
on,
that
the Vision is
R2.
diecast.
Listen, that R2. We need to do a check on that shit too.
I've owned
That is
both of
plastic.
those.
Yeah, that is plastic. Yeah.
No, I want to do a check. I want pictures and everything if we're gonna do this. I want pictures,
Wow.
comparison
Picture
photos.
right there.
No. If he messed up Vision,
I've owned both of them. I know that.
John, the
I'll do my
sideshow one is
homework
definitely
after.
plastic. Okay.
Yeah, go
All
ahead.
right. So we
Go ahead.
threw a challenge
Okay,
flag
we'll give him
on.
that.
We threw a challenge flag. The chat.
you're not gonna
was
give
right,
me that.
John
It is
was right.
diecast.
Okay. All right. So
5
we got
out of
5
8.
for 5.
5 out of 8.
Out of 8?
Yeah.
Not bad.
All
This
right.
one's tough.
Now, hang on. Before we go, Mario, these are 2 different shields, or these are?
These are
What's-
2 different shields. Same
Okay.
material though on both of them.
Oh, let's count this as 1 then.
Same
right.
material.
2 different shields, same material.
This is an easy one, John.
Shut up, Eddie.
Wow. Dude.
I'm gonna go plastic.
Wow. You fucking.
Is that
idiot.
diecast?
Diecast, bro. They're diecast.
hold on a
These were the
second.
last.
Hold on a second.
This is the Civil War.
The one on the
This is
right.
the Civil War version.
The one on the right with the scratches in it is diecast.
That's diecast.
Yeah.
Dude, the
that-
left one is a dead giveaway.
No,
Look
the
at that
left
metal
one,
right
yeah.
there.
The left one, but the right one doesn't look diecast.
But he
Look
said
at
they're the same.
It is.
Look at the
They're same.
scratches.
No, they're different paint amps, but they're the same. That one is
I'm gonna be-
diecast.
C3PO
I'm gonna be
says
doing my
this is
check
like
on all these
when they
after.
need to talk to the producers on Jeopardy.
I'm gonna be doing my check. on
Oh
these after.
boy! All right, so we're still in limbo about the lunch money, but I definitely don't think you hit Alvin's $50.
5 out of
bonus.
9.
That's okay.
You hate to see it. I think we have 2 more bonus round.
I don't know.
Die-cast or plastic, John?
I'll go die-cast.
Correct. That's die-cast.
Die-cast or plastic, John?
It's a different gun?
Yes.
It looks exactly the same.
It's crazy how nature do that.
Can you go back to the previous one for a second?
That was your one
Okay,
question.
go
for
next.
that
Go
figure.
next. Plastic.
That's correct. That was
What does
plastic.
that bring him up to? What does that bring him up to?
7 out of 9.
Was that above 50%?
Yeah.
Does that meet the criteria for the bonus?
You
He gets
said
lunch,
10.
that's for sure.
I don't need no lunch. My pride is worth more. I want a
Let's give
fucking
him
fact
some
check.
sort of consolation for just
I need
being
a
good
fact
sport
check
about
here.
this.
I want it live that I am a diecast connoisseur. What is that? 5 out of what?
Seven.
What was the final
score? 7 right, 9 wrong.
Okay,
that's
okay,
pretty
yeah,
bad.
that's pretty bad. Oh boy, that should be the
man.
next game. Are these two different pictures of the same item? Oh my god!
guys wasn't guilty.
Well, thank you guys for watching.
That was actually pretty fun. That was
Diecast
good.
or not?
Yeah, that was good.
Oh boy,
That was too much.
how did you start collecting? We have so many new listeners, and I thought it would be great. We got this comment like 4 or 5 times in the last 3 weeks. How we started collecting. I'll go first. We'll go down the list. We'll hear how everyone started collecting. We'll get everyone on the same page. Cuervo said it's 7 of 16, so that's
this
Whoa,
guy.
real
Alvin,
quick.
$20 super chat for
Well,
the
7
effort.
out
What
of
a fucking-
16
what a
is
fucking
7
guy.
Alvin, I love you,
right,
man.
9 wrong. So, I mean,
I don't trust it. First of all, I don't want to be rude, but just before we get into this segment,
How dare you?
I would have lost the vision. I don't fucking trust any of those answers. We need the people to rewatch this. We need the answers. I still say that R2. I'm right about that R2.
No, dude,
that
you're definitely
vision,
wrong.
Nope.
This guy's telling me I'm
Definitely
wrong. You guys,
God damn it, Mario! Really fucked that up.
I've owned both of those R2s. You're wrong.
That's
Sideshows is plastic.
and
Hot Toys
the
is-
right one was sideshows.
No, the right one was Hot
No,
Toys.
the right one was Hot Toys. That was a
John,
Hot Toys
how do-
Deluxe.
You're
I don't
stressing
believe it.
layout. You're stressing layout.
They all need some
How the
stress in
fuck
his
do y'all
life.
do your left and rights in Canada? I've only known them one way, my guy.
I know I'm right.
Why would
that's
we
all.
think the other? I don't know, man. You're fucking weird.
Whatever.
How
Let's
did you
keep
start
moving.
Dark
collecting?
Smizzle.
I'll
Dark
rip you
Smizzle.
guys
Thank you,
after
sir.
I used to drive for work. I
you used to
commute
drive. You don't
2
ever
days.
drive
Yeah,
now.
I used to drive, and I would always stop at this Walgreens to get lunch, like on the days that I was running late. And one day, you guys wouldn't be here watching the show if it wasn't for
Walgreens?
this one day. It was Fredericksburg. It's a very small town. They don't have a lot of stuff, right? It's
Oh.
like 500 people town. It's very small.
Yeah, it's real time.
For some reason, they had like a 7-year-old 3 3/4 Clone Wars Anakin figure in the clearance section. Wow. And I said, wow, I haven't bought a toy in maybe 10 years. And I was like, this is really cool. But I didn't buy it. Right?
Wow.
All day at work, Fredericksburg, Texas, Harp. All day at work, I was thinking about that figure. I was like, man, I really should have got that. Like, what if I go back and it's not there? I'm a real glass half empty kind of person. And I just started Googling it about, fuck Manny. He says, I feel like Zach tells a story once a month. Well, at least I stream more than once a month. Fucking.
Oh,
Anyways,
clip that.
anyways,
Shots fired, man.
That would hurt.
I started looking, and a lot of these old websites that I was into when I was a kid were still around, and I thought that was super cool. Not only that, but figures had gotten way better from when I was collecting like in elementary and I think like maybe middle school a little bit to now, like way fucking better. And I was like, dang, this was right. I think when Black Series came out, I think they were maybe like into their second or third wave, so still pretty early into that line. The current wave at that time was the one with the Red Stripe Clone Trooper Phase 1, so that's like pretty early in the orange box line. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna buy it, and you know, like that'll be the toy that I can put on my desk. And I bought it, and then I was like, well, I mean, the clones are pretty cool. I'll get a Red Stripe Clone Trooper, and I bought that. And I was like, hey, I really like Dragon Ball Z. Fucking buy a Dragon Ball Z Figuarts. I bought that. And then I was like, hey, GameStop has these, what are they called? The Shock Troopers with the red stripes. I was like, hey, GameStop has these. I'll buy 2 of those. That's cool. And boy, that was a slippery slope. It was a slippery slope. And obviously, you know, a few months later, I met Dean and Manny and Rainer and Seth. And, you know, a few months after that, started collecting weekly and quit collecting weekly and then started and then quit and then started it. And now we're here. But that's how I started collecting. It was all from a chance encounter. Actually, Manny, I still have the Anakin. That was all from a chance encounter at a Walgreens, and that's why we're all here. That's why we're all here. Dean, how did you start
We're all here
collecting?
because of a Don, but
well,
that
partially
is
true. That is true, yeah.
I started collecting as a kid. My parents would buy me vintage Star Wars figures at the flea markets and garage sales. And I want to say I first started with Hot Wheels, and then I was super into TMNT. So I have a bunch of old Turtles, but I've always collected Star Wars. And I collected Star Wars figures all the way up until Revenge of the Sith. I would go to Walmart and toy hunt.
Wow.
And then, what year did that come out? 2003?
Yeah, it was 2005.
Oh, was it 2005? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that put me at about.
Yeah, I feel old.
2005. God, I was a sophomore or junior in high school.
Wow.
And I pretty much stopped collecting because, you know, Star Wars stopped coming out. So, like, there was new stuff coming. I still collected, like, Transformers, like the Bay movies. I really like those. So every once in a while I would go and see what they had. And then after that, I just stopped. There was nothing that piqued my interest. I didn't like anything that was coming out. I just started doing other stuff. And then it wasn't until like 2016 so I would say from like 2010 to 2016, I stopped collecting. And I ran into my buddy Adon at the or he tagged me in the post because we were talking about Star Wars or something. He was like, "Yo, I should add you to this group," and people sell Star Wars stuff there all the time. I was like, "Oh, okay, cool, I guess." And he added me to this group, the Alamo Stash Bin, and yeah, I fucking went crazy. I was like, "Oh yeah, cool, Star Wars figures. They make them in 6 inches now. I didn't know that. Had no idea Black Series existed." So I bought like every single one I could find. And after I caught up with that, that's when I started collecting 6 scale. And that's when I met Zach. And
Manny knows me so well.
Here we are.
It's right here. The first ever figure I ever got.
Nice.
Well, in this time of collecting, yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Mario?
Yeah, man. So with me, it started back. I mean, I don't want to say I was just collecting as a kid. I mean, I was like most kids my age, where parents would just buy them toys here and there. I had some Star Wars toys growing up as a kid, and that always stuck with me through my childhood. It wasn't until I think when Phantom Menace came back or was about to drop in the theaters in '99, and then when I saw the news about that, I thought about, I wonder if there's any Star Wars figures out there. So instead of looking for the vintage ones, because I didn't really care. I just looked to see what was modern, and I jumped into the power of the Force. So I fell for the hype and pretty much started collecting, all of those figures. And then the Phantom Menace hit. I was at a KB toy store at midnight when they first dropped. I think back in I think it was March or something like that when they first dropped, and I picked up a whole damn set, every one that I can find except the freaking Darth Maul 3.75.
Wow.
That was the only one that went really, really quick. But everything else, from what I remember, was available.
Is it the one with the speeder?
No, it was the one. It was the regular one, the regular issue one that came out with a double-bladed lightsaber.
Yeah, I
with
have
the
that
Contact chip and everything. So
I have all of them still in the box.
I never took them
out the box.
Even that 12-inch one, man, that was crazy to get way back in the day.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I started there and then just kept going, and then by the time when episode 2 came out, I was like, you know what, this is too much. I can't do this. I can't keep up. So I just stopped. I stopped collecting altogether. I should have sold everything that I had, but I didn't, you know, because I'm one of these fools that like, you know, they might be worth something someday. I mean, you know, little did I know. but yeah, I mean, that's how I started. Then later on, I started, after a few years, started getting into other things. I saw that Transformers started the reissues with the Takara ones, and Macross started to hit, you know, with the Yamato 160s. So I just got on those, and yeah, I collected Macross for a while, sold all of them, and then I saw Black Series was coming out, jumped on all of those and sold all those for Hot Toys, and then here I am now, you know, Hot Toys and selling off some Hot Toys for picking up some statues now. So yeah, that's how I started basically, and that's where I'm at now.
John? Yeah, I've always been a little bit of a collector, man. I don't know what it was. You know, with the Happy Meal toys. Remember, as a kid, you get the Happy Meal toys, but I really got into the game. My dad had his comic collection. I think I told this a couple times. Dad had his comic collection, and I watched 1989 Batman for the first time. And after I watched it, he kind of got me into the comics. I started going with him every week. We'd go on the weekends, pick up the comics, and we did that for a few years. We'd go through his comics and that whole thing. And then one day I went to this comic shop we have here in Toronto. It was called the Silver Snail. And I walk in, and holy mac, it was just statues everywhere. You had Lord of the Rings, you had everything. And I was like, wow. And it was from that moment that I walked into that comic shop that I said, I want to transition from comic books into statues or figures and so forth. And it was it. That was it from there. My dad had gifted me his comics. I went through all of them, and as a kid, teenager, and my first Hot Toys was the Iron Man Mark III.
Plastic.
Aztec?
Plastic, right?
Oh,
Iron
all
Man
plastic.
Mark III.
Oh yeah, man. That thing, I pulled that thing out of the cabinet the other day. That thing is, holy man, that's being held by. I don't know what that thing's being held by, but just it's nice to look back and have those memories, and it's been, I've been hooked ever since. I think after that was Bank Robber Joker. That's why I've been with Hot Toys for so long. I've been on this roller coaster with Hot Toys, so I feel like that's why I get so passionate when it comes to their product. But then we jumped into the statue game with Sideshow, and my first statue was the Mary Jane Comic-Cat by Adam Hughes, where she's bending over the table with a laundry basket holding Spider-Man's costume, and she's about to go like put it in the washing machine sort of thing. Yeah, and ever since I saw that, I was just like, I'm moving into the statue game, and ever since it's been Hot Toys back and forth, Hot Toys and statues, and I don't know, I don't think I can ever get out of it. It holds a spot in my heart, a lot of good memories. How about you, Eddie?
Leo, I know you got to bail soon, man. You want to go first?
No, you can go ahead. You can go ahead. I can wait.
Okay. Mine won't be that long, dude. Because I have only been collecting. Jesus, dude. I've only been collecting for about 3 years, seriously now. So I'm pretty much new. Growing up as a kid, I wasn't really a big toy kid. Thinking back, like, in elementary school, I was huge into like Pokemon cards and Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, I think I did that more than I played with toys. And then, like, I was also a big gamer, playing PlayStation and Sega and Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Color and all that. I was into all that as a kid. I think the only time I played with toys is when my little brother wanted to play, because he was super into action figures and he carried them around with him everywhere. And so it's actually kind of weird, but then fast forward to a couple years back, my middle brother, he collected Hot Toys, and I actually found out about Hot Toys through him, and I always thought he was crazy, because I was like, dude, you're spending this much money on these toys, essentially? Like, dude, that's insane. But I thought Funko Pops were really cool, and I was like, I could spend like $10 on a Funko Pop. You know, that's cool. I'll get into that. So I did that and back in the end of 2017, and it escalated from there. You know, I started getting the pops from the cons, and going into 2018, I was doing all that, and then I started getting Marvel Legends, and I swore I would never get those, and then from Legends, my first hot toy was Infinity War Thor, and I loved it. I was like, this is amazing, I'm hooked, and it all escalated from there. Then I kept pre-ordering hot toys, and then now I don't remember, it was the end of 2019 or the beginning of 2020, I started buying statues, but now I think that's my thing now, is I really like statues. But so a little bit of a newer story for me, but you know, I love it. It's helped me find this group, which is a great group of guys, great friends, and I think that I like that more about collecting than anything. You know, I found, you know, Mario and Danny and Callie, and I met a lot of cool people through collecting. So
yeah,
you know, yeah.
Yeah, man. I like I said, I've been collecting since, you know, I started with comics first. I mean, comics has always been my first love. So I started with comics. Star Wars hit. It was like, okay, you know, 1977, seeing that, you know, film for the very first time in the theaters changed my life. You know what I mean? So after that, you know, Kenner hit. I started basically collecting all the, you know, original OG Star Wars characters. I'm talking about even Obi-Wan, Luke, and Darth Vader, where the blade was in the arm. You have to shift it down.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's old Dan. I had
telescoping lightsabers.
Yeah, bro. I had my Darth Vader helmet set where you actually open up the actual case and you put the figures inside of that case. So I had that. I had the OG Millennium Falcon that I still have.
Nice.
Once the Star Wars lore passed over, then I started collecting G.I. Joe figures through Hasbro. You know, I went from there to Transformers, of course. He-Man, you know what I mean? I was collecting that with the original Castle Grayskull. So I was just like always into collecting, you know, those figures, but, you know, at the same time collecting comics. Like everybody else, like I said, once you get you get older, you stop collecting slightly. You know, but I was still collecting comics. And then, you know, I started picking up pieces like here and there, or, you know, just things that I actually saw, like just like everybody else when Phantom Menace hit. It got me back into collecting figures. You know, I, you know, pretty much got, you know, all those pieces. You know, my local KB toy store, I would actually go, because it was crazy, because at that time I was working, I was a general manager for S&K Menswear, Suit Spot. And, you know, the movie theater was right around the corner. And when the movie hit, or when the movie was about to release and they had to pre-sale for tickets, it was funny because everybody was lining up for those tickets. And I'm like, wait a minute. I picked up the phone and I called the theater and I was like, yo, can I pay for my tickets over the phone? You sure? Most definitely can. I paid for those tickets, walked down, I got them, and I remember walking out with the tickets in my hand, and half the line was like, what the fuck? But it was crazy. Like, it was fun. I walked right up to KB Toy Store and picked up like some of the figures that I actually saw there, and then I just started going down that road. Mind you, all the figures that I picked up there, I never, like I said, all that entire line from, you know, Phantom Menace all the way up to, you know, Revenge of the Sith. I never opened the packages. I just collected the figures, never opened them. They're still sitting there, all in packages. And then again, you know, there was a slow spell. I stopped. But what got me back into the collector's game was, like I said, I lived in Australia. I moved from Australia back to the United States. Right around the time that they basically, when they made the announcement about, you know, the Star Wars, you know, pretty much making its insurgence again, or resurgence. And then we got, you know, of course, you know, what was it? I keep freaking forgetting, Force Awakens. That's when I saw that 1/6 scale Kylo Ren, and I was no good after that. I saw that piece, I was like, fuck, like what? And then I looked at, you know, I started looking up Hot Toys and Sideshow, and it just went down that rabbit hole. I started collecting everything. I got my hands on that Obi-Wan. I got my hands on that Han and Chewie. You know, I got my hands on Rey, of course. Like, I just started just going down collecting figures, and then once you know, Marvel started hitting, being a comic book fan, DC, I was like, yeah, I'm no more good. Got a few statues here and there, but my love has always been 1/6 scale collecting, like, figures, just being able to pose them and stuff like that. So, yeah, and through that, you know, I basically started joining groups. I joined Sideshow before they kicked me out. But then started just basically joining different, you know, groups and stuff like that, and meeting different individuals, and, you know, watching, you know, you guys and, you know, PJ and everyone else. And, you know, it was like, yo, I would love to be a part of something like that, because, like I said, if you can talk figures all day and be a collector, like I said, I mean, this is something that I do, something that I love, and to start something and meet, like, just a host of individuals who are like-minded, you know, people, and to say that we have our own community, you know, where we can share these ideas and meet and just be at peace with all the bullshit that's happening in the world. We can kind of turn that off and turn this on. You know what I mean? Like, it was just, you know, it's been a blessing, bro. Like, so this is what really brought me here. You know what I mean? Watching that, being a collector, number one, that Kylo Ren, number two, and just taking a chance and, you know, just kind of really diving into, like, this community, bro. It's been crazy. So, yep.
Definitely, all great stories there. Leon, I think you said you have to get going. Do you want to plug your channel real quick?
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, definitely. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the 1/6 Scale Man YouTube page or YouTube channel. My IG, Instagram page, just the same. You know, basically, Say What is a segment we do every week. We talk comics on Mondays, and then, like I said, throughout the weeks, you know, we have different guests and bring people on to talk about 1/6 scale collectors and statues and third party stuff like that. So yeah, like I said, if you haven't already subscribed, do subscribe to the channel. And my man Mario's here with me, so we're going to make an announcement tonight. Me and Mario, I made this announcement on Justin's show earlier, but we're going to make an announcement tonight that me and Mario are starting a segment. We're starting a show dedicated strictly to Star Wars, something that's near and dear to our heart. How ironic that me and Mario are starting a show, but we'll get to that later on, later on down the road. You know what I mean? But yeah, we are starting that, so you know, definitely happy about that. So that is something that's coming. Mario, you want to reveal the name, bro?
Yeah, let's do it. So we went ahead and we were brainstorming last night a little bit, and after a few candidates, we came up with Uncivilized Scoundrels.
Yeah,
that's it, man. So
Uncivilized Scoundrels, and it speaks volumes, and it's something that, like I said, we are so excited about. And any and everybody's basically welcome to, you know, tune in, get on the show if you want to. If you have any questions, like I said, it's going to all be dedicated to Star Wars because we love it so much. And like I said, we wouldn't have a chance to do this without everybody, you know, in the chat. Everybody on this show, everybody on other shows. It's just something that we really love. So yes, stay tuned for it. It's going to be coming soon. I'm super excited. We decided Thursday nights, right? We're going to do it on Thursdays. You're quiet, Mario. I think you went out.
He's muted.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. We're looking at Thursday nights, and we're still I guess working out the final details about when we're going to drop the first show. And
yeah, definitely, man.
Can't wait, man. It's going to be great.
It's going to be dope. It's going to be crazy. So, like, this is something in the making, and yeah, it'll be fun. So, yeah, just tune in, and yeah, man, as always, and I'm going to plug everybody, plug into Collecting Weekly. I'm still going to be bounced around on this show because, like, I love everybody here. Like I said, I say this and I say it till I die. If it wasn't for Zach, my show wouldn't be where it is right now because he's helped me tremendously. So thank you for that, man. Definitely. Always have these guys on. You know, my man Dean's next. He got to jump on, man. I don't know what you're waiting on, but he's going to jump on, definitely. But yeah, man, like I said, everybody's welcome to jump on to the 1/6 Scale Man YouTube page. Or YouTube channel, and tune in. Yeah, let's go.
Wow, what a bunch of angels. See you later, Leon. Have a good one. Thanks.
All right, I'll see you guys later, man, and peace and love.
Good night, man.
God bless.
Hey, just let me know. I'll jump on.
Yo, next week. You going. Let's go.
All right,
first, baby. All right, man. Peace.
All right, moving on. Cowboy Bebop. Netflix dropped some photos of the, I guess, the production. I'll be honest. In the show, at least in my opinion, I think Spike was very racially ambiguous. I believe there's some scenes where it's kind of implied or hinted that he might be like European Jewish descent. Faye, I believe she's mentioned to be like Romanian. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. I think the outfits look great, but I'm not... I don't know. I think Jet Black looks really good. I think Ein, the dog, looks really good. But Faye not bad enough. And Spike just... I just don't feel it. I'll be honest.
I've definitely seen worse anime adaptations. And I've definitely seen worse cosplay. That being said, this feels like they didn't want to get called out for not staying true to the show. So they like flew by as close as they could. Which isn't a bad thing, I guess. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't hate it. I really don't hate it. But I'm not over the moon either. Doc Smizzle Sizzle stick to the anime. That's probably a pretty smart idea.
Yeah.
I think whatever this turns out to be, because Cowboy Bebop is a very long... Well, it's not very long. It's only like 25 episodes, but the meat and potatoes of the show, I don't think is something you could really narrow down in 2 hours, because even they came out with a fucking movie. So, I don't know. This seems odd. But I guess we'll see how it turns out.
They said specifically with the Spike casting, they said that they literally weren't going to not make him an Asian casted character, because it was an Asian anime. But in the anime, I mean, again, Spike
Spiegel.
Spike Spiegel was not specifically.
It's not like his name, yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know. I can't unsee like the Harold and Kumar stuff. Like I can't.
This screams Ghost in the Shell backlash to me. It's like, fuck, we didn't cast appropriately. If we don't cast appropriately, Twitter's gonna hate us. So let's fucking be...
The Jet Black casting looks spot on, though. I think this is the best.
Yeah, I think it looks great.
I
think all three of them look great. It's just like
that to me doesn't scream Faye though.
No,
I'm not feeling the Faye.
The Faye, I mean, not this female. I don't know her name. Is not beautiful, but Faye was like, I don't know. I can't even put it into words because she's so fucking. It was like my sexual awakening, right? It was like,
whoa,
dude. I'm telling you, Faye was baddie number one, dude. You go from fucking watching Dexter's Laboratory to fucking Cowboy Bebop and you see Faye on TV?
I don't know. Dexter's mom was pretty thick, dude.
She was fucking thick.
Yeah, I don't know if you can not justify
I'm just saying, like, at the time, like, maybe I just have her on this, like, weird pedestal, but, like, yeah, I'm excited to see how it turns out. I'm not hopeful, but I really did enjoy their Full Metal Alchemist adaptation, the Netflix. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. And their what was it, Death Note? Could have been better. That was pretty bad, but
where's the Bleach adaptation, dude?
Oh, is there one?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. I thought there was.
Is there one come? Oh, I didn't know there was. I was just saying
I think there is one.
Oh shit, I gotta find that.
Or what's the one with the guy with the big sword? Isn't that?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Guts?
Ichigo does have a big sword. Oh yeah, Guts.
No, there's no Berserk adaptation. There should be.
Wow.
Dude, if there's a Bleach adaptation, you just blew my mind, dude.
Yeah, there is.
Wow, I gotta find it.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Damn. Anyone else have a take on this, or we're good to go on?
Now let's go. Let's keep it moving.
All right. Up next, Star Wars Andor. Wow, I fucking
Andor.
Has
that's
wrapped
getting good.
filming. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. I'm trying to keep it together. Star Wars Andor is wrapped filming. We should be seeing that. I think it's next year, right, Mario?
Yeah, I believe sometime next year we'll be seeing it.
Wow.
So, yeah, great to see it, man.
Yeah,
love to see that. Let's okay. So Anthony Mackie closes deal to star in Captain America 4.
Yes.
It isn't clear whether the movie will involve Sebastian Stan. So more movie news there.
Yeah.
Love to see that. He'll make a great Captain America in that film.
Oh yeah.
Hi.
Go ahead, Eddie.
No, that was my favorite Disney Plus show, so that's exciting news for me. I like him a lot.
I mean, was there any doubt that he wouldn't?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't understand how this is news.
I mean, probably not.
We're reporting
No, but
it.
I mean, it's now it's official.
It's official. Yeah.
Love to see it.
By the way, this is the picture that Manny used to spoil this outfit in the chat. Now I'm looking at it. You remember that?
No, I don't think it was
bastard?
Manny. I think it was me.
Was it you?
It was me. Yeah.
I take it
Damn
back.
it,
I
John.
apologize, Manny. What a piece of shit. John.
You're on the shit list, bro. Right back on it. Let's talk about this also. The next
protect
major
you.
hero in the MCU and Iron Man's successor is set to make her debut in Black Panther sequel ahead of her own Disney Plus series, Riri Williams. So excited about that. I have her first appearance comic, and I know that's going to go up quite a bit, and I got to get that graded. But Riri is one of my favorite characters, and really excited to see her finally hitting the big stage. Let's check out the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer. Let me pull that up.
No way home?
There.
How's he gonna get home if he has no way home?
Oh, look at this. This is a good one. Some suggest that Parker's powers include the male spider's ability to hypnotize females.
Stop, come on.
Yes, my spider lord.
Can we just stay up here all day? It is so crazy down there.
That's right, folks. Spider-Man is in fact Peter Parker.
Listen, I did not kill Mysterio. The drones did.
The drones that are yours.
Does any part of you feel relieved about all this?
What do you mean?
Now that everybody knows, you don't really have to hide or lie to people.
For the record, I never wanted to lie to you. But how do you tell someone that you're Spider-Man? Now everybody knows. But this isn't about me. This is hurting a lot of people. I've just been thinking about how to fix all of this.
So, Peter, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm sorry to bother you, sir.
Please, we saved half the universe together. I think we're beyond you calling me sir.
Okay, Steven.
That feels weird, but I'll allow it.
When Mysterio revealed my identity, my entire life got screwed up. I was wondering if maybe you could make it so that he never did.
Strange. Don't cast that spell. It's too dangerous. Fine. I won't. The entire world is about to forget that Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
Wait, everyone? Can't some people still know?
That's not how the spell works.
So MJ's gonna forget about everything we've ever been through?
Stop tampering with the spell.
Oh my God, Ned, he's my best friend. Oh, my Aunt May should really know.
Stop talking.
What just happened?
We tampered with the stability of space-time. Multiverse is a concept about which we know frighteningly little. The problem is you trying to live two different lives. The longer you do it, the more dangerous it becomes. Be careful what you wish for, Parker. Hello, Peter.
Wow. Yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
Amazing.
Fun? Yeah, that's
Zach,
gonna be
Zach, check
that's
your
gonna be
mic.
something great.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
There was like a trailer that leaked,
Mhm.
but I don't think it was the same trailer as that one. I've seen like
No,
two
that's some
different.
Yeah, that's something
It was
completely
like
different.
a fan trailer. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, so many questions, man.
I will say.
I mean, is Doctor Strange really that incompetent that he can't
Dude,
cast a spell?
that's-
And
Oh, cast a spell. I was like,
but-
it seems incredibly irresponsible that he would even cast a spell like that.
Well,
like,
yeah,
he's the
exactly.
keeper, and like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Well, I mean, like you said earlier, they saved the world together and the universe or whatever. So maybe just do them a favor.
Yeah, but
you know,
the ancient one wouldn't even give Hulk the damn stone, and this dude's just changing time for this motherfucker.
But he was interfering in the spell as well, so
he was.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll see.
It seems
That trailer was
out of character.
I don't know. I know the trailer is supposed to get like our excitement level up, and they did that. But do you guys think that they kind of gave away a little bit too much as far as like, the plot is concerned?
He came out and said that there's so much more. This is just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm sure. I'm sure there's going to be so much more coming out. But this is the same guy who, same guy who texts and drives while speeding in his Lambo.
Yeah.
You're not wrong, bro.
Kind of great point.
Shit. But
okay, look, I want to bring this up because people are saying this is somehow something to do with Mephisto. They said the same shit with WandaVision, and we never saw it. So I don't know. Grain of salt with that one.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
I am excited. I'm very excited. A lot of fan theories, but we won't really get into those because those are kind of wild. Let's talk about our movie of the week. It's The Fifth Element. Let me just share this real quick. There we go. In the 23rd century, a New York City cabbie, Corbin Dallas, finds the fate of the world in his hands when Lilo falls into his cab as the embodiment of the fifth element. Lilo needs to combine with the other four to keep the approaching great evil from destroying the world. Together with Father Vito Cornelius and zany broadcaster Ruby Road, Dallas must race against time and the wicked industrialist Zorg to save humanity. What a great fucking movie.
Vito Cornelius.
Guys.
What a great movie.
Guys.
Another great Ian Holmes film.
That
I was trying to talk about my fucking take and you're interrupting me.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead. What, you already
No,
derailed my whole... No, go. You might as well. Floor is yours, my guy.
Okay. This might be one of the greatest films of all time.
You owe me money. You owe me money. I called that yesterday. Someone owes me money.
Okay. Well,
all right.
Don't interrupt me like I interrupted Zach.
Okay, can we just get it going, guys?
Hurry up.
Yeah, let's get this over with.
Come on.
Since I've seen it, has always been in my like top fucking 5 movies of all time.
You watch more movies, bro.
I think this movie, not only for Bruce Willis, Mia, whatever the fuck her last name is, Gary Oldman, anybody in this movie, I think this is their best movie. It's funny when it needs to be. It's dramatic when it needs to be. There's like really decent lore that gets set up. The music, the fucking Chris Tucker in this movie, literally, this is without a doubt Chris Tucker's greatest role ever. But I think everybody in this movie, this is their greatest movie ever. I can't say enough good things about this movie. I've watched it. I can't tell you how many times. It's like if I know somebody doesn't like this movie, I don't know if I could trust them as a person.
Whoa, that's a big statement.
Yeah. No, well,
Wow.
I stand by it. If you don't like this movie, I don't know if we could be friends.
Wow.
Kobe? Kobe, my man? I have no fire. I have no matches. I see nothing matches. I have no matches.
I think it's a fucking banger movie. Honestly, like every once in a while, you kind of want to phone it in on movie of the week, right? Like, do I really have time to watch it? Like, you know, we've been streaming so much this week with D&D and all the other streams. It was hard to find a time to watch this movie, but I'm so glad I rewatched this movie. It's been a while that I've seen it, but my favorite Chris Tucker movie, and Chris Tucker is one of my favorite actors. So funny, but he takes it to the next level in this movie. Mario, shut the hell up! So freaking hilarious in this movie.
Dude, when he counts down from 10, I exploded laughing. And I've seen this movie like 1,000 times.
Dude, I love this movie. It's like has high stakes, but they're also like they don't really explain a lot, which is good because it doesn't need it because it's just like a MacGuffin thing. Like they're just going and getting these, you know, and I'm here for it. I'm fucking here for it.
Yeah.
One of the best movies of all time. This was your pick, Dean, for movie of the week, or whose pick was this? Great fucking pick, dude. Great fucking pick.
I love it. I wish Hot Toys would make, or somebody would make a Corbin Dallas and a Lilu. I would.
Yeah, it'd be great.
John,
what do you think about this?
I'll keep it short and sweet. First time watching it, I'll be honest, I really enjoyed it. I was watching it, and at first I'm like, oh, okay, but I really enjoyed it. Great cast. Great. I wasn't expecting that cast. The only casting choice I didn't like was Tom Lister as the president.
Wow, you hate to see that.
I didn't like him.
Passed away this year, man.
Oh, did he actually?
Yeah, from COVID, bro. You hate to see it.
Oh, no way! I didn't know that.
I didn't
That's
know that.
sad.
Who, Zeus?
I think it was COVID-related complications, bro.
Yeah, I didn't like him as the actor for the president. But no, Chris Tucker made the movie 100%. Where I felt the movie was lacking a bit was once the opera scene hit.
Oh, dude.
I didn't like that very much. Where all the
Really? Wow.
Yeah, where all those creatures were coming and this and that. That's where like the special effects were pretty rough. A lot of I got a little bit of a vibe, Star Wars vibe as well, with the ships that they use when they're in space and everything, and the planet and so forth. I kind of got a Star Wars vibe, but I like Bruce Willis. She was a great actress, and I'd watch it again. To be honest, I would watch it again. This is a movie I can watch again easily.
Yeah, I could watch it over and over and over.
But I wouldn't say it's Gary Oldman's best performance. That's all I would say. Anyways,
dude, Zorg is so cool.
He was good, but what do you think?
Where are the stones? Not one, not two, not three, but four. Four stones. No stones, no cases.
No, I can only agree with what everybody said, man. I mean, it was a trippy movie. I'm not a fan of this movie as Chris Tucker's finest, but you know, it was what it was. So overall, didn't care for it. Whatever.
Wow.
You know, not a fan. Sorry, Dean. Dean, can we still be friends?
I don't know. I don't
Bro,
know.
Oh man.
So Mario, you're picking movie of the week this week. What are you picking?
Let's get to Eddie's thoughts first before we go there, bro.
You want to go that way? Sure.
You know, I'll go ahead and see myself out.
I will say this, Mario, so you don't feel bad. My ex would not watch this movie, and like that was a huge problem for me.
Wow, dude!
And the unfaithful.
Like we got into like an argument over like why won't you watch this? It's the greatest.
I don't know if this is worth losing a relationship over, Dean.
Oh, it is.
Damn.
Because guess what? The Fifth Element's still here for me, isn't it?
Oh my god!
Because you booted her ass out, dude.
Yeah, fuck
It has nothing to do with her.
Or did it? Or is
She
there
had
more
bad
connection on somebody
taste.
else
Is
about
my
it?
point.
Okay.
I don't need that kind of negativity in my life.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would say I didn't like it. It's like whatever to me. It's funny. It has its funny moments. Chris Tucker's hilarious. I will say the best thing about this movie is Chris Tucker.
100%.
That's the best thing about this movie. I actually do like Bruce Willis a lot, and this is classic Bruce Willis to me. So that was pretty good. But it's just like I felt like it was all over the place and a little outrageous. It feels like Spaceballs kind of. Like I got Spaceballs, but not in like I love Spaceballs kind of way. Like it was like I don't know, too much for me. It was just I laughed a lot, but it's still like I would not watch it again, like ever.
Wow.
Sorry.
That's okay. All right, Mario.
Oh, Dean, I wanted to ask though, did you pick this because of those damn stones posts that you posted the other day? Because now I know what that is.
yeah. I posted the thing about the stones.
I was
like, what is
dude,
this? I was like, now I have to pick it.
Yeah, I know. The second I saw those, I was like, yes, I kind of like it just because of that. Like, now I know what they are. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. I love, dude. This is such
All right, Mario, the floor is yours.
All right, John, you said it's my turn, dude. Eddie just mentioned Spaceballs. I don't know if you kind of changed my. Now you got me thinking Mel Brooks, man. I mean, Spaceballs or Blazing Saddles or. But you know what? I wanna go ahead and take it back. I mean, if y'all are up to it, I'm thinking Back to the Future. You know, just considering what's been happening lately with some of these announcements and stuff like that. Let's start with the original one, 1985, Back to the Future, original one.
Back to the Future, it is.
Yeah, let's do it.
You guys don't sound too excited about that.
That's
That's cool. I love Back to the Future, man.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen it in a long time, man. So
You got me excited for Spaceballs. Yeah, you got me excited for Spaceballs. Dean, let's say thank you to the Patreon.
Yeah, thank you guys. You guys are amazing. I love you. And here are your names, in case you forgot that you're a Patreon. Sean Fear, Ian Seavey, Renee Mendes, Eric Mariscal, Quinn Aguirre, Lemur Hernandez, King Louie, Mark Pearson, Paul Schreiber, James Colley, Joao Bretta, Equan, Chris Valencerina, Sweet Danny Lee, Deanie Martin, Stephen Crett, Big Ol' Fern, King Zach, Caesar Mariquin, Mike Cruz, Lisa Martin Bomonsky, Rick DeGregorio, Alvin Jules, the ever handsome, the ever eloquent, the everyday collector, Ricardo Valdez, Jose CZ, Bo LeVoid, Jimmy James, Marlon Cortez, Stephen Percha, Sean Usby, Scott Bradley, Steve and Maria Stanley, Jesse Contreras, Eddie Manzanares, Joe Chut Beeks Corbus, Louis Bennett, and Kevin Vegar. Vegar? Let's know how to say that in the chat if you're in there.
Bunch of angels. We actually have one more thing we got to talk about.
They don't want to see me sleep
John
tonight.
didn't put it in the slides. You hate to see that.
Hey, Dean. Sorry.
Wow.
Adriana really loves Fifth Element. She grew up with it, so if that changes your feelings about me at all, I appreciate it. Because Adriana loves it.
Adriana.
But I'm with, I chose that one, so it's got to say something about my character.
My voice.
Speaking of Back to the Future.
Wow.
So we put up a post on Ox. We also had some great feedback from a YouTube video. So let me just read some of these comments here. Manny says, this is about the reissue of the Marty and then the Mark III. I'm sure you're the only one that's angry about this. I think it's awesome that people now don't have to spend $500 to get this. Bullshit. Jason says something other than Star Wars or Marvel. Yes, please. Ricardo Valdez says double-edged sword like most things in life. Good for new collectors, bad for old. Will Foxwell says, I'm totally fine with it. I'm not getting it either way, but I'm happy for new collectors who are getting it. I've never viewed Hot Toys. John, shut the hell up. I'm happy for new collectors who are getting it. I've never viewed Hot Toys as limited edition collectibles because they're never labeled with an edition size. If they were, I'd be upset over reissue. Since they're not, it's fair game. I think there's too much precedent to expect anything different from Hot Toys, so I'd expect virtually all popular figures to be reissued if/when it makes sense to do so. I said it's an interesting remake. Kind of weird that it's just Marty. I can see why a DeLorean reissue would be a bit much, but you kind of need both Marty and Doc. I can see Doc's value skyrocketing if the remake just happens to Marty. Joe P says, bring it on because I want it. Wasn't in the game when Back to the Future came around the first time. Apologies that a figure you never plan to sell won't be worth as much or as highly in demand, but we love you, John. Ricardo says, come on, Batman 89 remake. John said a figure doesn't need to be numbered to be limited. When the production number is done, that should be it. Jeffrey Ramos says, what was this figure running in the secondary hand market before the announcement of the release? My bad, just looked on eBay completed auctions. Pam said, love you guys, save it for the show. I said, say it with me, John, remake, not a reissue. Gotta love that. And of course, we got the potatoes gif. Chi Len Wong, I know he corrected me last week, says, my guess for these surprise reissues or remake for characters they've done before is they are renewing and holding on to their 1/6 scale license. Like the surprise reveal of Two-Face 2.0 for previous year's Toy Fair, then Whiplash reissue with the repaint. And you have a DX19 Batman from The Dark Knight Rises and its Batpod. Also Batman Begins and now Marty. All licenses. That was a massive hit for them back then. Or at least a decade old. So reckon it's Hot Toys updating for a new market, holding on to the exclusivity for 1/6. Gare Bear says, I love collectors and giving collectors another opportunity to get a figure they missed out on.
Save the world.
Eric Ruiz says, I need to be on this podcast. Well, that didn't work out. He says, Hot Toys always gets inspired by my dioramas and end up producing what they see me make. And he said, I love seeing Back to the Future being made by Hot Toys. Just wish they made another Emmett Brown, Marty in Disguise, or any of the two from Back to the Future 3. We got a ton of comments here. Jason says, I think the real headline is to upset those who seek to profiteer or not. I couldn't give a rat's toss about the value of my stuff. No real collector who buys stuff they like for themselves would. If the aim of the goal is to buy what makes you happy, its monetary value or exclusiveness is meaningless, and I collect mega expensive life-size statues, so don't think I don't know what edition size supposedly mean. It's all ego and vanity, really, and it is what sucks the fun out of everything. The only people who get butthurt are those who seek to profiteer by selling these long sold-out figures. Jason, you kind of sound like a dick.
Yeah, that's a crock of bullshit. I'll come
The
on
only
right
people-
here.
I don't know if he sounds like a dick, but he's going hard.
He's very elitist.
Yeah,
The only people who
well,
get butthurt are those who seek to profiteer by selling these long sold-out figures at extortionate prices.
But see,
For
that's
this
the thing.
That's the market price, though. That's the
John is butthurt, and he doesn't sell.
Exactly.
And it sounds elitist.
So it's like you're attacking John.
I don't give a fuck what he's attacking. That's the stupidest. Out of all the comments I've read, I'll be honest. I don't care.
Guys, take it easy. This is still a dude in our group.
That's fine. I don't know him. I'm not disrespecting him.
He has an opinion. It's
I'm
not
just saying.
valid.
Yeah, John.
I'm just saying that was a ridiculous.
He didn't call anybody
in my
out.
opinion.
He didn't say anything. He just he gave his opinion.
Well, he said a real
I agree with
collectors. So
He gave his opinion, dude.
that's fine. So you can give
I
your
don't think
opinion,
so.
and
I
I
don't
can
think-
give. I
I
can
don't
listen.
think-
Hold on a second.
Yeah, but
I can
don't
give my
call-
opinion on what I think about the comment. Don't fucking. Be
I don't
telling
think.
Me.
I don't think
okay.
selling a long sold-out figure at market value is in the tone that he's saying it is.
Exactly.
Funky Cold Santa says, I don't know how this could be, but I think I like the original better on the right. As far as the likeness of his face, that sculpt is correct. The one on the left doesn't look right. Dan Lee says, John, does it have die cast? God damn it, John. Dan added that 1 minute ago. Let's go to the YouTube comments here. John, do you want to read these for me? My voice
Everybody's
is-
entitled to opinions, but when you start
not,
mentioning,
John, do you want to
start-
read these for me?
Yeah, you got them. I can't see that.
Okay.
Hold on, I can get them. I'll pull them up here quick.
I got it. Mayrowitz 101 says, I understand everyday collector's frustrations, and although he seems to understand that Hot Toys is a business, he can't seem to take that understanding to the next step and conclude the company has no commitment to maintaining conductibility. I still remember when Hot Toys had edition sizes, but since then Hot Toys are now mass-produced consumer goods, and it's people who enjoy it that collect them just like any other product, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you like it, collect it. Hot Toys will cater to whatever consumer group will be most likely to give them the most money, and that's just the business. There's no reason to think about killing secondary market prices, and them reissuing can be seen as lazy, but not greedy since they're not charging secondary market prices. If Hot Toys found out that their largest consumer base has a sudden interest in Batman and Joker 89, you can bet they will reissue them.
Wait a minute. DC has or Disney has a PC?
What?
Wait, what?
Look, I'm looking at your. Scroll back up a little bit. I think that was Linus.
You're looking at the fucking
3 hours
looking
into
at
this
the
fucking
comments
show,
and
and
you're
you're
like,
fucking,
yeah, man.
fucking fool.
Hey.
Doc Smizzle says, I'm fine with reissues, and speaking generally to all collectors, whether you're an everyday collector or a casual collector, to be upset over a diorama reissue to the point of considering not collecting Hot Toys
Oh, man,
anymore
here's another one.
is the first sign that you might already be done with the hobby / brand.
Collect them
I've been
before
saying
he's
that
born.
since Batman Begins reissues that we will see a whole Santa sack full of reissues this year. No new movies up until recently. This was actually a really good comment. Manufacturing costs skyrocketing, global shipping upside down, and resource scarcity shutdowns on and on. I like where Dylan was going. It's a good sign that Hot Toys is keeping the lights on and the printing press going. If Hot Toys gets immediate cash injections from pre-orders and purchase orders, molds for new figures and lines are expensive, and this has not been easier for the company across all industries.
I have no problem with comments. You take the comments, you take them as they go. That's fine. The only thing I have a problem on is when you come on and you start saying, "Well, you're not a collector if you collect this way, and you're not a collector if you collect that way." That's where that's where I draw the line, and I'll stop reading the comment because I just won't give it attention. And then when he said Dylan was on the right track, I said definitely I'm stopping to read this conversation.
Mr. Sketch says, I love this group, man. You guys deserve more subscribers. I think you all had good points. My take is this. Hot Toys as a company needs to improve and not stick slowly to reissues. We have seen that they have taken risks with their head sculpts or bad quality control. They seem to smooth the creases with reissues. They should be making the figures that third-party companies are willing to make. If they revisit these figures, add some innovation to please collectors like John. Let's see. A few more comments here. This is a really good one. Mr. Musashi says, I think the issue is that John hasn't fleshed out his argument much. Has, like most of us, an emotional attachment to the figures and wants the hobby run in a particular way to achieve his goals. However, he hasn't considered the variables carefully and defined the criteria of each. He seems to have an expectation that the items will retain or exceed initial investment. Hot Toys didn't ever commit on whether those items would do either of those things. I understand that John might feel like depreciating product isn't worth buying, but a lot of other people don't agree with that. In fact, a lot of people would buy these items despite the fact, with the exception that they would depreciate over time due to wear and tear and better versions being released. This is precisely why every counterexample to John tells him to invest in a commodity in the stock market instead of Hot Toys. If what he's looking for is a more secure increase of value over time, even in that scenario, there aren't guarantees since stock values change constantly. Another issue is that he defines high-end collectibles with no particular accuracy. Are high-end collectibles a specific price range, over 300, over 500, over 10,000? What if an item starts below 300 and becomes 10,000? What if an item starts at 300, explodes to 10,000, and then goes back to 300? It's all relative. I don't think the issue is with what Hot Toys has done, but I think it's how we all regulate our expectations. From Hot Toys' perspective, they are a high-end collectible because their 1/6 figures have the best head sculpts and very accurate costume designs. With new companies dabbling in the 1/6 scale world, there's a chance that collectors will move over to a different company if the product is more desirable. Watch the values after that happens. Setting all that aside, now that John is where the Hot Toys is willing to and is releasing past catalog, what is your decision going forward? If you continue to purchase these figures knowing that Hot Toys will be releasing figures, doesn't that mean you are agreeing to the potential and are okay with the risk? By the way, I love the hangout. The fact that you guys are willing to have contentious debate about this is why I love the show. John is invaluable because of his willingness to express himself no matter the audience. Props, my dude.
Yeah, I was about to rip him, and then when he said that invaluable comment, I'm like, okay, I forgive him.
Anyway, some great comments there. Love to see the interaction with the videos. It was like kind of a unplanned thing, so to have such interaction, I know those were long comments,
and it's healthy.
To have that level of interaction was great for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's a long comment, but that was. So it was a good comment.
It was good, and you know what? It wasn't no bullshit like we see in other groups. Everybody was polite, and nobody disrespected. Nobody, you're stupid, you're this. Everybody was respectful. That's what we like to see.
Thank you everybody for that.
Everybody has their
Civilized
opinions.
Conversation.
It's perfect.
Great.
This is it. This is how you have healthy conversations and a great group. That's why I say we got the best family here, the best community here.
You guys weren't very respectful to the dude that you didn't like his comment, though.
Eddie.
I'm just saying. I'm just fucking saying.
He has a point, man. August Patreon benefits shipped today. September shipping out mid-month. In September, we got the So Many Bees sticker and the Watto Scrapyard magnet. We have 3 tiers: the $5 Sweet Angel tier, stickers sent straight to your door, and access to Ox After Dark replay. Certified Crispy, $15 a month. You get the certified certificate, figure fix assistance, and of course the stickers and After Dark. The $25 tier is the signed 18x24 poster. Doubles of all the stickers we send, figure fix assistance, and access to Ox After Dark replay. I think we're almost up to 80, 90 episodes on After Dark, so that's really cool. TeePublic has all of our t-shirts. We put up designs all the time. They're on sale a lot, so if you want to get them for $13, do that when they can. Taking a look at the network, we have Small Talk, CW Live, OFAC, CW Clips, In and Outs of Collecting, Live and Let Dice, Collecting Weekly Live Unboxing, After Dark, and Ox Plays. We had a question earlier about Ringcast. That episode should be recording Saturday, and then it will be going live probably Sunday. Depends on what we got going on with streaming and whatnot, but it'll either be going live Sunday or the next Saturday or Thursday. I don't know. It'll be going live very soon, though. Taking a look at the schedule, we're already done with live unboxing and CW Live. We have After Dark tomorrow at 10:30. OFAC Podcast, their 50th episode at 2:30. And Live and Let Dice at 8 p.m. That's a pre-recorded Dungeons & Dragons stream. It's a real good stream. Check it out if you guys can show it some love. That'd be really appreciated. It's a bit different than our normal content, but it is fun nonetheless. Here's some drawings from our Live and Let Dice team. Do you want to walk us through some of these drawings so we can give some context before the show?
Yeah, that'd be great. In fact, I could show one I'm working on right now, actually, if you want. This is my sister's character. This is Stolas. There's a point in the episode where I am riding, we're in a cart, a wheel cart, and I get lost. And I have to tell everybody that we're lost. And so I imagine Stolas with this little owl head turning all the way around and looking at my character like, what a fucking moron. So that's what this picture is. I forgot his wings, which is pretty embarrassing. This is Taurus. This is James Colley's character. He's an is he a wood elf? What kind of elf is he?
Yeah, wood elf. Female
wood elf. No, he's not a female wood elf.
I don't know. It's very... He has a corset and I don't know. He's a male.
Yeah. He said
it's 2021. Male, there's no questions.
But looks like a woman. So that's. I just wanted to draw Taurus, just looking cool.
Well,
Like
they have a invisibility cloak, so that's them putting it on, I think.
Yeah. Oh, it's not invisible, but yeah.
No, it is. It's an invisibility cloak.
Well, I meant in the picture.
Oh, okay.
This is Zach's character, Ozal the Wise, right?
Yep.
Okay, I was like, oh, did I get it wrong? You
No,
went,
you're
you
good,
went
bro.
stoic for a second.
You're good,
Ozal
bro.
the Wise. I just drew him another picture right now.
Yeah, I'm excited.
but
If you
this
can
is
make the
in
beard longer and the hair longer on the picture you're drawing, it would be perfect.
Casting magic missiles. I can't go back.
Oh no.
No, I'll
Anyways,
do it
yeah.
on the.
I was trying to help out Dean kill some of these sentinels that we're fighting, and
Dude, I literally killed everybody in this episode. It's so funny. Everybody's like fucking missiles were missing, and
no,
their
my
magic
shit was
spells-
hitting, bro. My shit was hitting good.
Yeah, and then you got thrown
I
off the balcony.
Well, I got fucking Obi-Wan episode 1, baby.
Yeah, you got yeeted, dude.
And there's Dean's character.
Yeah, Burn. He's doing he's taunting the skeletons and drawing his blade. Burn
Great drawings
Dawnbringer.
there.
That's yeah. They took away my moonblade, but I got this cloak. So
I'm excited to see what it does. I actually don't
Yeah,
know.
me too.
Anyways, join us on Facebook, Collecting Weekly Auxiliary. It is a great group. We have a lot of fun there. I think we'll start doing like weekly posts where you guys can comment and we'll feature them. Dude, my voice is dead. My throat is killing me. I'm like,
Dude,
I don't
you want
wanna
to
be
see
here
the
right now.
picture I'm working on right now?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Hopefully I don't get fucking kicked. Hold on.
All right, let's see it.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, I love that actually.
So there's
Nice.
Ozal. So you want it longer?
Yeah, longer beard, bro.
That's
That looks
pretty
great.
long, but okay.
Damn, dude.
It's a wizard beard.
This one, he's out of
crisp.
scale. He's out of scale.
Yeah, I was
right
gonna say,
now.
yeah.
I just drew him bigger so I could shrink him down more.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
That looks awesome.
yeah, very cool.
Love to see that. Great drawing.
My character's a Goliath, so he's fucking huge next to
Yeah, I think you got to shrink everyone and make yours taller because your
Yeah.
guy's supposed to be like 9 feet tall.
Yeah.
The 210 says next Ox Plays win, even off stream gaming would be appreciated. Yeah, we'll figure that out. We'll hit up Discord and we'll talk about it. Friends of the show, we have 6 Scale Scavengers. Their revival episode is tomorrow. I'm excited for them to be streaming again. Stay tuned for that. Optical 20, JB Collection, KG Collector, PJ the Paradox Nerd, Rogue 16, Boogie Manny, Jean from Third Party Reviews, DCX, 1/6 Scale Man, John the Everyday Collector, and Will Foxification. Subscribe to those sweet angels. We'll just put out a great analysis of the Joker movie, and he put a lot of work into that, so be sure
That's
to
great.
check that out. But yeah, do you guys have any shout outs you want to give?
Shout out James for joining us on our adventure, our new D&D, and shout out Cody for coming back. I know he missed it as much as we did, so I'm excited to keep it going.
Please check it out. Like I said, it's different, but I think you guys will really
Zach
like it.
does a voice, guys.
I'm getting there. I'm still workshopping it, but
Now
I'm
I
getting
gotta
there.
watch.
I'm getting there with it, and I like it. And I like Dean's character's voice too. Mine was pretty decent, right, Dean?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I felt comfortable.
Hell yeah. Anyways, big shout out to people watching in the chat today. You guys were great. It was a banging
3
chat.
hours, guys. Wow.
And
Yeah.
everyone who took part in the comment section of the videos and the Facebook.
Yeah,
group.
I can't tell you how cool that was because
Yeah.
again, I mean that was an unplanned stream. I mean we really because Small Talk had just finished, and I get in the chat room, and of course they bust my balls for streaming during Small Talk, which is ironic. I was defending my honor, and then Hot Toys dropped that news, and I was like, hey, let's go live. And Dylan and Sean, I don't get to stream with them that often, and that was great. And everyone just like John said, it was heated at times, but it was respectful.
It was healthy, yeah.
I think Dean rage quit in the middle of it. I think he was so frustrated towards the end.
Yeah, I was like, no, yeah.
Well, you're talking about the video. I thought you were saying the comments. Yeah, no, the video got a little. That's why today I'm.
Yeah,
a
then
little,
John tried to hurt my feelings.
I'm a little calmer today, but.
I think he took his medicine today. He settled down,
yeah.
took a chill pill.
Yeah.
He was like, have fun with your Black Series. Like, you know, I have 106 scale. This is all temporary. I don't have my shit set up. It's unfair. You're judging me that way.
We got past that, Dean, already, no?
No.
Hate to see it.
I'm holding a grudge.
Eddie, do you have any shout outs you want to give? I know Small Talk just had their 50th episode. Big shout out to you guys there. That's a
shout out to
tremendous
OFAC,
accomplishment.
dude. I didn't know
Yeah,
that
they're
they had
hitting
their
52.
50th this week. Yeah, so there
that's
may or
right.
may not be something special on their live stream if you guys check them out.
Yeah, actually, thank you for mentioning that. Thursday at 2:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, they're doing their show, and they're doing 2 giveaways. One is for a CCFL Saber, and I believe the second one is for like a DTOF backdrop from Backdrops and
Yeah.
Bases, and I believe it's either a custom base or a custom plaque for a base. I'm not exactly
Nice.
sure how that works, but they're doing some great giveaways to celebrate their 50th anniversary and their new sponsorship. And then Mario, you guys had In-N-Outs on Sunday. That went live.
Yeah, I
on
was
the
gonna
other feed
say,
also.
shout out In-N-Outs. Mario brought back Thor, fan favorite, out of
Fan favorite
retirement for
Okay.
In-N-Outs. So he's up on the feed. Go and listen to the episode, guys.
Yeah,
if you missed
yeah.
Thor, he's here or he's on
He's a
the-
beautiful angel.
Yeah, he's wonderful guy. I love having him around. I mean, I'm so grateful that he decided that he was streaming with us on Sunday, and it was great. Go check out DCX. They just started streaming again Friday night. So yeah,
The
great
lights
group
are
of guys.
bright on Friday nights, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes,
we
sir.
got that from Thor. And then Mario. So your show is this Thursday starting or next Thursday? With
we're
Leia?
still with Lael. We're still talking about it. We'll let you guys know when that's gonna.
My
when
guys,
that's gonna
secure
drop.
those audio rights for our platform, our audio.
Yeah,
feeds.
yeah. Let me talk to him. We'll see. We'll see
Have
what
his
we can do,
lawyers
man.
contact our lawyers, please.
Absolutely, bro.
Anyways, guys, great show. I'm Zach.
I'm Dean.
Come
I'm
on,
Mario.
come on.
I'm Eddie.
Hang on.
I'm Jonathan.
Time out. Let's fucking do that again. I don't know how you guys can't get this right.
John fucked it up. Okay.
John did fuck that one up.
Okay, so can you explain to me? Since day one I've been here, it goes in order of when you got to the channel.
At the beginning of the show.
It didn't even do that at the beginning of the show, though.
I know. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Exactly.
Okay,
So, thank you.
It's Zach, Dean, Mario, Eddie, John. That's
Thank
how it
you.
should
Thank
be.
you very much. It's not the first day.
Oh my god. Anyways, I'm Zach. We lost half our audience already.
I'm Mario.
I'm frustrated.
And
You're
I'm
not even gonna say his name.
And I'm Jonathan.
We'll catch you in the next episode.
Bye.